Here we are yet again. Welcome one and welcome all. Just like a few minutes ago, I was kicking some of your guys' asses in Guilty Gamer. Hello, Jero Metro Taro. What a name. What a name. Time to invite psychopaths. Hello, hello. You guys ready to review some assets? You guys ready to look at some art? Yes, yes, let's do it. Let's look at some art together and learn. Let's get together and grow our brains. Shop Deck Cartoonist, first stream ever. Welcome, dude. If your mom hears even a second of this, you unplug those headphones for even a second, your ass is gonna be fucking spanked pink. Hello, hello. We're gonna invite the psychos. We're gonna tweet this one out. I just wanted to chill with everybody here first. Turn this music down a little bit. Hello, everybody. You're all the beautiful people that came purely based off of notification. Hi, hi. Welcome one and welcome all. Okay. The signal's been cast for psychos to show up. Dragon tipped $1 and said, explain how you got Lotus Juice right now, young man. Well, I just fucking love Lotus Juice, damn it. The story behind getting Mr. Juice. That's not too crazy. He's on Twitter. He's on Twitter, and I fucking love Persona, so I hit him up. I was like, I have the game I direct that I'm making. Please will you work on my fucking game, please? And he was like, You got the money to back it up, punk? And I was like, cha-ching! Yeah. Boyfriend likes to play Kirby. Are you telling me that, or are you asking me that? Anyway, Lotus Juice is very nice. I hit him up, and from the get-go, he was very polite about working on it. Yeah, actually, like, yeah, he just, like, told me what he needed to work on the project. I provided it. And it was nice. It was pleasant. He did a lovely job. It feels very funny hearing lyrics that Isaac wrote that are definitely like Isaac lyrics sung by Lotus Juice. We're gonna get into the review, damn it. Actually, you know what? We gotta give Stay Funky a listen, right? That's gotta be like, we gotta hear that real fast. That one's too chill. Oh my lord, Baldrick with the $100 tip. Hold up, we gotta put Stay Funky on, man. Baldrick tipped $100. Put the shit on. He said, consider this $100 a contribution to the Playable Tankman Remix Fund. Get to work, Saru and Jeff. Amen. Amen. Thank you, Mr. Baldrick. Yeah, this track is awesome. Got another, must leave past the gold cufflinks. Digital on a stick, 30 seconds a split. Smoking like a Pinto or a lab experiment. I'll be calling all the shots, be it Curry or Kobe. I got a fast tongue, so I know your girl know me. Claws on your neck, I'm hot just like Naomi. You were like a speck, you were Rena, you were Cody. It doesn't even matter which person you choose. The mic is in my hand and I will not. Oh, Isaac and Lotus. I don't know who's ready to Just know you're going down with my 58 clips. I stay funky. Honey's taking back to the crib. I stay funky.
I will never get tired of this.
I stay funky. I don't know who's ready to spit. Just know you're going down with my 58 clips. Just know you're going down with my 58 clips. Just know you're going down with my 58. Just know you're going down ready to spit. Just know you're going down with my 58 clips.
Oh, it's too sick. It's too sick. It's too sick. Listen to Stay Funky, everybody. You gotta listen to it. We're gonna jump into the review. So after listening to that track, no other track sounds as good. Baldrick, you gotta fucking DM me on Twitter or something and ask for like a doodle or some shit, bro. You're a generous ass dude. Also, what do you mean Playable Tankman Remix Fund? That I don't know if Tankman's next. Hey, what the? Oh, is it kind of hot in here or something? These lights are pretty fucking bright in here, right? Let's get in the damn review. All right, check it. It's Pico Perfect. Pico Perfect. We have Nene. She slides on in. She's got her little wave. This is like a last-minute addition to toss her in here, but I was like, how the fuck does he get on stage? I was like, oh man, if Nene, if like what the intro could be, because I was like, he could just drop down like normal, but I was like, nah, it's gotta be something better than that. It's Pico Perfect. It's gotta be perfect. So we have Nene showing up to wave hi to the audience. She's in a weirdly happy mood. And then she takes one right to the face. And then bam, Pico flips off. And she fucking disintegrates and breaks into a million flash symbols off screen. Just fucking wipes her from existence. Gone. We're gonna get nerdy here. Listen, these streams get nerdy, okay? I did this nice and early today so we could get nice and nerdy together. Part of the like flip off, where he like jumps and flips off of her, is like partially based off of like a clip in this scene of Super Broly. It's like this one clip has like made me think so much about like physics and how characters move. It's right here. It's really tiny. It's like really tiny. Hold up. He's gonna do a little flip here. Bam. It's just that. It's that tiny little flip, but he kicks him up. It's like that, plus when he like first punches him away. Because you see here, he kind of like punches and it holds the punch. He stays on him, and he gives another fist and knocks him back. That gives a real sense of impact. That feels cool. So then how does that apply? How does that apply to FNF? Well, we see Pico kicker. He holds on it for a little bit. It goes back, it kind of like wiggles a bit just to show that it's almost like a slow-mo. And then bam, he kicks off. And then a lot of this is animated on stream, so a lot of you have probably seen either this get animated. This is also cleaned up a little bit on stream. And he goes down, and he does something to himself that you definitely don't want your parents to walk in on. And then bam, he's dancing. I tried my best in this spin to make sure that the colors, like the colors are animated. Like I tried to spin the colors around to look realistically what he would look like spinning. Here's a tiny, tiny note to this that can ruin it for everybody just like me. So, you guys ready to have it ruined? He goes down and he's spinning. And I was lazy. I didn't make the colors swap. So look, you can see up here, it's like his skin and his hair. So his head is up. And then look, his head goes up But then, bam, we go back to his real self, and then his head is down. His head is down at the bottom. It's all fucked up. It's ruined. It's trash animation. It sucks. And I'm never gonna fucking fix it. I'm thinking more about the problems with this than what I like about it now. There's another thing I noticed recently. Because this was a late edition, this like small bit with Nene, I reused his body here, because if we go into it, I took this body piece and made it a piece, and yeah, somebody, see, look, who just said it? Shrakwet, there you go, you got it. It's missing the scar on the side. Originally, I didn't put it in because it's like it goes so fast you can't even really see it. But then because it holds on it now, you can see that he doesn't have the scar. That I will add. I will go back and I will add that because that's fucked up. He needs that. That is essential. Listen, I'm well aware. I'm not one of them, but I'm well aware there are people in this world who want to lick every inch of Pico's body, and they want their tongue to dip down into the crevice that has the scars. So when they see that the scar is not there, their day is ruined. And I'm aware of this. I know this. I didn't mean to upset you. But I fucked up. I need to fucking get this thing done and get it out. One thing I'm doing more now is I'm trying to be more loose with the hands and make them more like... If I draw the hands like super fast, I make them really doughy or really square. And for some reason, I don't feel like it looks inconsistent. It's one of those things to where like when characters are moving fast, I think their fingers being like blocked out helps them be readable, even when things are just moving really fast. Also, we got donuts popping in. I don't want to leave people fucking waiting. We got Omi who tipped 20 bucks. Thank you. Said, hey, Phantom Arcade. It is funny that the latest update is dropped when I take a day off from my job. Also, I would really like to order the plushies, but the only thing holding me back is the international shipping price. To all the fans out there who are absolutely fucked by international shipping, my condolences. That's all I can say. My condolences. I've seen people fucking screen capping the damn needle juice stuff, and the shipping's like $15 billion. It would make fucking realtors show up and repossess your parents' house if you clicked purchase. If there's anything I could do about that in the future, I'll try. But for right now, I do see that that is real, and I'm sorry, guys. Gary tipped 3 bucks. I was just fighting that dude in Guilty Gear. He said, hello, Dave. Saying it again. Hope work goes well. Lol. Also, I want to ask about Remix Mod OST release. Who should we contact the all rights releasing OST, re-releasing through DistroKid? Eric told he will contact about it, but just want to make sure. I think Eric did mention that to me. I think we were discussing that. I think you should just DM me on Twitter about it, because I think I have a few thoughts on that. But we're gonna keep the stream speedy, so you can message me on Twitter. Jimbo tipped 5 bucks, said, hey Dave, been meaning to throw some money your way for a while now. Love this update so much, y'all did amazing. Hey, thanks Jimbo. That's nice. You're a nice guy, Jimbo. Hope you enjoy watching the stream where we break down all the animations and how busted and fucked up they are in this update you claim to love so much. Okay. This frame, see that we are just going over shit that I hate on these now. This frame looks so weird, but it goes so fast that I think it's one of those things where it looks good in motion, but it looks fucked up as like one frame. It's like the have you guys ever seen like the Sasuke head in Naruto? Yeah, here, wait, I'm pulling it up. Yeah, this Sasuke head. This animated scene in Naruto looks fucking amazing, and this animator is awesome. But like this head is fucked. Like, obviously this frame just looks busted. So this isn't as bad as that, but like the arms just look really weird. But in motion, I think it looks nice because like it gives the arms like a delayed sense of motion. Like his arms are like he's pulling his shoulders up before his arms. It feels good, but it looks like he's breaking his own arms. Okay, and we're also gonna look at a little secret. This is a secret that doesn't fucking matter at all, but it's a secret that's in here. These arm symbols are like super crushed together, and you can see this little divot because the arms were meant to connect kind of like from the side like this. So the one piece has like a bit that goes over the edge. It's supposed to be kind of like this, but even then it leaves that fucking gap. So I use this circle. I use this little circle in all the frames to cover up the little lines that go over so it doesn't look so nasty. So I can reuse all the pieces without making it obvious that I'm being a lazy bum. It probably wouldn't even matter if I didn't cover them up. I don't think it'd look terrible, but it definitely looks better covering it up. This is something that you don't have to worry about when you're animating like normal shit, but for like a game, I feel like already these animations have way too many pieces, so I'm trying to just find efficient ways to reuse and cut down. What else is there to this animation? These frames are funny. These frames, once again, for like lack of time, I was gonna make these like out of symbols. Or try to find ways to reuse symbols to make these, but I was like, fuck it, I'll just draw it. It's faster. Pico looks a little funny in these frames, don't he? Like especially this one. It's one of those things. Once again, in motion, it looks fine, but like as a standalone thing, it's a little odd, ain't it? What's up with the guy saying Dave? Oh, it's this fucking guy. He's back. Also, the bottom of Pico's shoes, I definitely like the one circle divided by the rectangles, but his shoes need to be a bit more consistent. I feel like Pico needs to ride like a fine line between being just, you know, he needs to be chill, he needs to be cool, but he needs to be kind of chill. So here's the thing. I keep seeing people drawing cat paws on the bottoms of his shoes. And I think it actually looks really good. But it's like, I don't know. It's like, he can't like, I just feel like anytime I see Pico walk around with little cat paws, he just need to look at somebody and just say no homo. I just feel like it would teeter the balance too far. I don't know why cat paws, I don't know why. It's just unique, and it's like a cool design, but it's like, I don't know. Because when I look at this shoe, I'm like, okay, that's like what you'd expect to be under his shoe. It's kind of cool that Boyfriend has the Newgrounds thing under his shoe. Pico's shoe is just like normal shoes, and Darnell has a special bit under his shoes. Darnell has the 99 for the year of Pico's school, but Pico just gets normal ass shoes. Make his shoe so like a silhouette of Tom Fulp. No, that's just getting too elaborate. What the fuck? There's one frame at the end that has no circle over the fucking elbow line. This animation shit. I really like waving Nene. It kind of felt weird drawing this, because I kind of realized I hadn't drawn Nene in a little bit. So for a second, I was kind of drawing it, and I was like, damn. I was like, what would Nene look like if she was smiling like that? Alright. I gotta avoid spoilers as usual. I think we've covered enough for Pico Perfect. Let's go into Pico Loss. Let's do it. By the way, I double checked over a bunch of files to make sure that I put in as few spoilers as possible. And the FLAs for these should be coming out. Last time they took a minute because I didn't review them right away. They should be coming out like pretty soon. Like I went through all of them earlier today before the stream. I can't say it'll be tonight, but maybe it'll be tonight. And it's like it's as much as I could think of. I don't think I missed anything. Like it should be like the character select stuff. I think we hadn't even released things like a lot of the new free play UI. Like a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of crap. It's like I try to put as much as possible into this. So those should be out. I've already seen a ton of people tracing over the character select stuff and like recreating things. Just it's scary. It's scary how fast the funkers work. AHM3D08 said, "Yo, what's up, dude? I'm looking at fucking Flash assets, man." I would totally watch it if more fucking game developers streamed going over assets and stuff like this. Do you have any idea how much I'd kill to watch like the Arxis dudes just review their 3D models for the Guilty Gear characters, or like watch Toby Fox just break down shit for Undertale? Hey PA, I'm working on Flash. Any doodles I should do? Do the Patrick and SpongeBob where they betray each other's trust, where they're like facing dead ass at the camera. On with the review. Alright, so now at this point I've given it away that anything you see with this red outline is for the results screen. I think people have kind of figured that out by now. I shittily trace the edge of where the screen is in the text so I could like see in the framing that I'm making sure all these animations fit. We'll turn that off for this. And this one, I was wondering what to do. And I remember that in Jeff's cartoon for Pico, Pico is kind of sadly on the edge of like a roof, thinking about ending and taking his own life. So for this one, it's like, okay, we gotta have it. We gotta have the Pico on the edge of the roof just being somber, enjoying a smoke. And I animated this smoke. Wait, let me turn this off. Yes. I animated this one. I could probably find the shot. It's like loosely based off of like something from like Samurai Champloo episode 1. For any psychos who can just have weird memory and might know what I'm talking about. But my man Breakfast did all the other smoke. That guy is kind of scary. He's kind of just like learned effects animation just like in the span of like a few months. Oh my goodness, these people are going crazy for the emo drawings. You like the effects, Seth? Thank you. Yeah, that smoke is kind of beautiful. It's funny, you can slightly tell when stuff might be by Breakfast. I think he's not super used to drawing in Flash, so his line thickness kind of doesn't have like the same smooth. Like his lines have a fuck ton of vectors on them. I don't think it looks bad, but it is funny that that's just the slight little tell. Also, if you notice that in the latest update, for any super fiends, we kind of have blend modes actually working for once. That's thanks to having Keems, who made Flix Animate, helping us. So in the game, you can see Pico's cigarette glow a warm orange. Because we got that shit working. And it's fucking beautiful. I used to fucking pray for times like this, man. They're actually bugged? Well, okay. I guess I never prayed for times like that, actually. I think they are working in some cases. It's kind of like hit or miss. There definitely is a lot of stuff for the game that we gotta fucking fix a bunch of bugs for, but anything that's not super working right now, we're on it. We're close. Has Pico ever been compared to Ice Spice? I don't think so. Hopefully he never will. This animation, not much to it. Pretty simple. I just animated it thinking about how much I love taking a damn drag on a smoke. It does feel pretty somber, don't it? Not even facing the camera. This one's also pretty conservative on the pieces. Well, minus the smoke animation, but as for actually like Pico, pretty decent. The apartment building is also pretty big. So this ends up taking a decent amount of space, but I don't know. I like this one. It's simple. It's good. On to the next one. If anybody has anything they want to see before anything else, I could pull up something quick. But we're just going to go in the order of the rank stuff for right now. Next up, we're going to look at the Great, which I think also a lot of you people have seen. Pico rains down with his fucking bazooka. Aims it. Bam. Shadow and a flash. I was looking at videos of people using these. These things are insane. They shoot out like a mega burst of light. But like, depending on the video, you borderline can't even see it. Here, I'll play the whole animation first. Comes down. Blows them up. Peace. On to the next. But in a bunch of videos, I was trying to find references. I had seen screenshots on Google that had these like lit up like crazy, but then in videos, I don't know whether most cameras just can't capture it or what, but like, it kind of took a bit to find a reference that actually showed how it lit up. And it is cool. This is another one people were going to be pretty familiar with because I made this mostly on stream, like just days before the update had to fucking come out. This is not conservative on pieces. This one has a ton of shit in it. But I'm pretty happy with how the smoke and just all sorts of stuff came out. Oh. It's currently raining and you're biking to work? Dude, that sucks. I should get through some donos real fast. Alright. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? Late Show tipped $1 and said, "Hi Dave, just want to say the update is peak. Literally every bit of it, and stay funky, brah." Thank you, Lad Joe. Cactus tipped $15 and said, "Hi Phantom Arcade. Mari guy from the other day. Update was phenomenal. Everyone involved should be very proud. You guys are my favorite devs right now. Question. Do you guys have any plans to update some of the art, BF, GF, Pico sprites, and backgrounds, etc.? When it comes to backgrounds, I definitely think that those probably won't get updated till way later on, because I want to just stay focused on making more so just new stuff. And then I saw people tweeting before the update came out. They were like, oh, there's no way those backgrounds will just be for erect mode. But hear me out. The backgrounds being purely for a playable character and erect mode, you gotta admit, it makes it feel special, don't it? Doesn't make it feel like it's a new zone you're playing in. Who here's actually played like Monster Hunter, especially the classic ones? I'm seeing some yeses. Do you guys know when you like in Monster Hunter, you can go to like the places like the desert in like the day or night, and the nighttime one will have I mean, it'll be nighttime. It'll be the same stage, but just everything's like different colors and the sky is different. And then also often at nighttime you'll fight like the colored variant like monsters. And so in the game it's like, oh, big fucking whoop. Just like the fucking sky is different and the stage is different colors and the monsters a fucking palette swap, is what you could say if you're a fucking idiot. But every true Monster Hunter knows that it's fucking peak as fuck to go to a nighttime version of a stage and to fight a different colored monster. I can't explain it. It should be cheap, but something about it in my brain, it's like so fucking lovely. And it makes me so happy. So that's the same idea for the erect stages and the playable character stuff. To get the alternative colors and alternative stages to make you really feel like you're just... It's weird. It's like... Not that it wasn't a lot of work for us to make, but like I feel like it's a relatively kind of like low cost thing that makes 100% difference. So that's the logic behind that. Redoing stages in the future though, like will week 2 stage look the way it does, just the base one, when like something like the Steam version comes out? If I have time to change it, I'd like to. But I wouldn't hold your effing breath. Blockbite tipped $5 and said, David, in week 3, Pico cutscene, there's a small area of Pico's head where the color's not filled in when he tilts to the side. This ruined the mod for me. Versus Sonic EXE wouldn't do that. Do better. If it makes you feel any better, every time I'm working on a drawing and I realize that Paint Bucket Fill was on fill with gaps slightly, and then I go back and I see frames where there's like a one tiny pixel at 2000% zoom that's not filled in, I actually just want to hold my tongue out and bite down on it with both my teeth till I just cut it off. It makes me fucking insane. We're breaking this down. Alright, we're gonna get nerdy again. Look, Pico flies down. Bam. His head's tilted up. Bam. The rocket tilts down first, then his head. The head has like a delayed tilt. And the head also is delayed coming up. Like his whole body goes down, and then his head is like lower than it should be, and then it pops back into place like another frame up. Then he leans. We get one frame that's super goofy looking where his face still isn't turned even though his head is. And then bam, he pops the rocket launcher over. I try to make this one feel a bit weightier than whipping around the fucking the Uzi. And then he has to lock it into place, unlike the Uzi, which snaps into place instantly. Then bam, all three rise up. And then they're fucked. You see a bit of smoke from the rocket. You don't even see the rocket. It's moving quick, too quick for the human eye to catch. And then bam, they're fucking in shards. The wooden pieces land everywhere. I feel like it ended up feeling pretty 3D. Like, I'm pretty happy with it. And he hits his little damn pose. What's a good rocket blast without hitting a little damn pose? And then, cartoon physics, they all slide out of the way. I said this last stream, but the little eyeball in the rocket launcher, that is my little nod to Sandland. Let me find a picture of this shit. There we go. I reread Sandland recently. It was very good. The tanks are very charming, having the little eyes on them. Alright, BF Fat Luck, BF Gat Lover, that's Hawk Tua, that's a bannable offense. That's a bannable offense. If I see more Hawk Tuas, that's a permanent ban from the stream. I just wrote tickle in all caps. Hawk Pico, I'll let that one slide. That's on topic to a degree. We're out of here. Alright, next up. We'll do the Pico good rank later. Let's check out Pico character select. We have Pico chilling. This is also one where I sketched this pose on stream. Anybody who was here for that, because I know some of you psychos fucking hunt down all these streams. Anybody remember what the pose is based off of? Who remembers? Who remembers? Oh, so we got some of Cujo. Cujo got it. We got a few people who got it. That's right. It was Bardock. It was the father of Goku. And we just found out today he's gonna be in Sparking Zero. What is? Let's head it up here to hold up. We dick ride Toriyama in these streams. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We dick ride. The GOAT. The GOAT. You gotta be inspired by something. We got him chilling there. I do like him stepping on the gun. That does make me happy. The backwards middle finger. Him. I think most people have either found this or fucking just seen it somewhere at this point. But if you hold escape, or not hold it, if you press escape before you return from character select, if you hit escape, you'll make the characters feel sad. It'll ruin their day. So Pico, you can hit escape and make him sad. And then there's the animations for them sliding out of the way when you transition to another character. And then the idea for this one comes from Splatoon. Has anyone ever played Splatoon and gone to the shops and then hit the bumpers to switch shops without leaving the shop? So that's from that. 'Cause that effect is fucking awesome. There's like a bunch of comments. It's like registering in your brains. Do you guys all just like see it immediately? Does it just make sense? Because that's a cool fucking effect in that game. Ugh. Now, if I was a real psycho, I would do one where they go backwards. I think you can do that in Splatoon. I think you can, like, because right now they'll go to the left, but they can't be pulled to the right. You got to know where to draw the line sometimes. I guess that's all I'll say on that one. You can switch ops left and right in all three of the games. Yeah, that's awesome. Those guys get it. We're going to read a few more donuts real fast. Keems and Friends tips $7. Hey, what's up, Keems? He said, hi, Mr. Arcade. Here's $7 to buy something nice, but not expensive, Kappa. Thanks, Keems. You're a real bro. First you program the effing update, then you give me $7. You rock. Dragon tipped $1 and said, who did the backgrounds for Erect Week 2? I have a feeling it was Sir Palo. No, that was Mr. Breakfast, the assistant artist that I have on the team that works with me. Breakfast is like a god tier artist. He's like a better illustrator than me. But he did that. I was originally going to do it. I even have a sketch for it. But honestly, like, it kind of hit me that... Well, first of all, Breck is like, Dave, what can I do to help you? Because he's a fucking goat like that. He's always wants to fucking find a way to make shit come out faster and do some good shit. And then I realized that the week 2 background would look cool if it was painted. And I'm not much of like a painter guy. Or when I do, it takes like years. Brekkus can whip out paintings in like an afternoon. He's like a psycho. So yeah, he took care of that one. He made it awesome. Also, I was going to have it be like pitch black, like pure black that got lit up. It was Breakfast who kind of vouched for the like very off gray. And honestly, yeah, I think that was a good idea. So I'm glad that one got handed over to him. Key of Heath tipped $1 and said, I love the new update. Thank you for all your hard work. Was there anything specific that you wanted to add to Pico to make him fit the essence of FNF? Or was there anything or anyone his character was inspired by? Pico is a character that at this point writing him literally just comes way too naturally. Like I super love writing for Pico. I like he fills a niche where Boyfriend is, he can be a little piece of shit and Boyfriend can be out to cause problems and trouble and fuck around. But like Boyfriend is at the end of the day, he's good-hearted. Him and Girlfriend can cause all sorts of problems, but they're good-hearted. Pico, he's kind of not good-hearted. He's mostly decently hearted. He's not an evil guy, but he's maybe you get what I'm saying, maybe you don't. But Pico's more malicious than Boyfriend. That's the best way to say it. So I like writing a character that is a bit more spiteful and mean. Boyfriend gets the positive traits. I think some people pointed it out with like the losses on the free play. Like Boyfriend will just fucking anime rub his head and just get back to work. But Pico literally just wants to slit his wrists open. He takes it personally because he's more of a, his heart just isn't as clean. That's the best way to say it. Rain Fever said, "Hey Dave, can we kiss?" No, because I'm on my computer and far away from you. Unless you're like outside, but even then I wouldn't want to kiss you. Lesbian sex in Minnesota. Man, this chat's on some shit. So yeah, Pico fitting in FNF. I don't know. This is just how I guess you could say I see Pico. And I try to do it justice since, I mean, like, I work with Tom Fulp who made it. And I don't know, yeah, he's always seems pretty happy with everything we've done with it, so. And Tom showed me, like, a bunch of stuff that he's never released to the public. Like, I've seen so much of, like, the Pico 2 stuff that he just has in files on his computer that no one will ever get. So, like, I've seen elements of Pico, I guess, that are just, like, unreleased. And they're kind of what you'd expect, even though they are fucking awesome. Like, so yeah, Tom has done as much as he can to let me into, like, his head with Pico and how it works. And at this point, I feel like Pico just blends naturally, just being, like, a pal to, like, or not even a pal, how do you describe it? It's like, his relationship with everybody in the game is, like, complex, which that makes it fun to write it, because it just comes naturally, I guess. Baldric tipped another, he tipped 20 bucks. Dude, you already tipped 100 bucks, bro. Baldric tipped 20 bucks and said, without spoiling who it is, how dangerous would you say the next level's antagonist is? Also, I send the tweet DM lol. Thank you for sending it. I will draw a little doodle, bro. The next person that they face, is like super dangerous. And I've been waiting to release it for fucking forever. And I'm trying to not hype it up because I feel like hyping this shit up is what is like a magical curse for delays. But the next person that they fight is not a cameo, so it's not a known character who you love. It's a new character for the story, and it's like a major problem for them. So I feel like a lot of times they aren't fighting somebody who's super dangerous. So I hope that that's fun for everybody when that's out. Rareblin tipped $5 and said, "Hi, I was wondering if there's any plans to eventually release the unfiltered, unauto-tuned samples of Boyfriend and or Pico. It'd be kind of neat, me thanks." I could ask Isaac. I can see what Isaac and Saruki think of that. I think that'd be fun for people. There's like 5 whole minutes of just Isaac just being like down 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 down. And it's got all sorts of other, how would you say, like, Pico's that weird little gasp, that little moan he does. I don't even know what to call that. Or like, Isaac really went out of his way to make all these bizarre little sounds. And I think a few different people, because all the artists split up and used them. I think it's funny, both Saster and Saruki, I think unaware of what the other was doing, used the burp. So then a few people said that Pico just won't shut the fuck up and he's just burping all the time. But it's just because the artist took the samples and I guess both of them really liked the burp and just did what they wanted with it. We'll read a few more donations and then get back to the asset review. Omega Mart Milk took $1 and said, "Can you please tell us when Monster's birthday is? I'd prefer to include the year, but if not, that's okay. If not, can we have a random Monster fun fact?" Random Monster fun fact. I'll pass on the birthday for now. I would like to release birthdays and like heights and stuff in the future and like weights for everybody and measurements. Yeah. But Monster fun fact, did you know that Monster has feelings too? He can get sad. Do you know that even people like Monster sometimes just want to fucking kill themselves? That's my Monster fun fact. Alright, couple more donos. Cyberlight OG to $1. Hello, Mr. Arcade. Your team is making unique character remixes. It makes me wonder how multiplayer will be like. Will it work like Umjam or Lammy, or will it be something else? Also, could you draw Vault Boy, please? Can't do no doodles today. We're reviewing assets, brother. But for multiplayer, I can't answer that slightly. Multiplayer, I have an idea for how it will work. And I guess you could say that there's... I think as a lot of people know at this point, FNF has a fuck ton of shit in it. So it's like, how are they going to keep fitting more shit into the game? When it comes to multiplayer, I've talked to everybody on the team about a lot of ideas for that. We definitely haven't started on it yet, but I think I have an idea that would work pretty well for it. And also not be too much work. Lol. But we'll get to that in the future. It's definitely still in the plans. Digit Luck tipped $1 and said, "When you get to the doodle part of the stream, you should totally draw boyfriend in the God of Destruction outfit and girlfriend being his angel." Oh, we're probably not doing doodles today, but that's so fucking tempting, bro. I actually got a screen cap that idea to hold on to that. Tamale Jeffe 22 to $1 and said, "I have a very, very important question that me and my homie needs to know. Does Pico and Nene do doggy style for real, for real?" Oh man, this is a dangerous question. This is a deeply dangerous question. This is a scary question. Is this question really worth $1? Don't answer that. Okay. I have an answer in my head. I know exactly the answer. But occasionally there's just things in life you shouldn't say. So I'm just not gonna say it. I'm sorry. I have the answer perfectly in my head. And it's perfectly in character, and it's not a simple yes or no. It's a dynamic answer that it's exactly just what would happen, but I can't say it. Oh, we're gonna continue the review. We're gonna review another asset before we read more donos. Now Jeff made me feel self-conscious saying donos. Oops, I turned off Firefox, not Flash. You guys almost saw spoilers. Okay, wait. Hold up. No shit. I want to find a cool one. Just trying to find the doppelganger file that has all of the doodles in it. Yes. Okay. We're gonna take a peek at this one. Let's go to like 85. This one, I love drawing the expressions for this one. I even had to like do all these weird lines to like double check like tilting the head. Like literally it took me so long to figure out how to like draw and tilt the head. It was like such an odd angle to figure out. I haven't had to do like this little mini thing to try and figure out like the face on these poses. I used to like never sketch before drawing stuff. Oh, also I was originally just gonna do him shrugging. Like both of them see each other and he just shrugs it off. But that was just too simple. That would have just saved too much time. Also, alien and saucer. Oh yeah, and I had to originally, I wasn't sure exactly how to do the like the thing for when he gets shot in the head. I had like all these expressions. It was hard to figure out like what expression I wanted to actually like stick with. I had like so many drawings. I had to like choose from them. I think I kind of ended up using all of them just by how he like smiles and does his face. But yeah, originally I was like, yeah, should he just get shot in the head with like a hole, or like should it be a blast, or half his head? And then then on a whim, I drew the fragmented, destroyed neck, and I was like, that is yummers. I am smiling with his head in half. Him smiling like he doesn't even register what just happened. That's all. Honestly, that's also halfway decent. It is funnier when it's the neck. Also, when I drew it originally, they're like a decent distance from each other in my demo, like how I intended this to work. I think it's even funnier in the game, because in the game they're literally standing like right fucking next to each other. Like it is almost impossible to miss. I like wasn't feeling it at first, but once I saw how it worked in game, it made me laugh so hard. The idiot misses at like a foot distance. Alright, let's break down the actual animation. Let's get fucking nerdy for the artists in here. Alright, we got all the frames here. My FLAs are messy. This is what the FLAs look like before I package up like all the shit. Alright. Pico fucking winces inwards. And then it's got a little bit of delay. Oh, and then bam. He shoots forward with his weird monkey face on the first frame, and then his mouth swings back. That's how you know this dude's shocked. He doesn't even know what he's looking at. It's blowing his mind. Give him a little blink twice. He's processing. And then he leans. This I like, so I drew these legs separate. So that way one leg, this one, just is getting scrunched down. And the other one is getting moved up. So then it's like, he really does look like he's tilting his whole body, but it's pretty efficient where it just uses the pieces. And then this gun in the back is just going up. And then this hand is going down. And so pretty much like only the head is like a new drawing. I think it looks pretty good. I'm like, sometimes I feel really happy when I figure out an issue like that. But then yeah, this guy, he gets over it. He doesn't really care. I was really dreading doing this like tilt in and lean up. But I think it came out decent. I really like him reaching into the pocket and pulling out the smoke. This kind of has like a bunch of frames of like random shit happening. Like his hand is like animated kind of on like more ones than like his actual body, which is how you get weird frames like this. But when you watch it, I'm pretty proud of it. I think this looks pretty good. Like in motion, that like any issues are like imperceivable. It really looks like he reaches into his pocket and grabs it out. Even though, look, here the body, you see the body kind of like snap back into place. But I still think it looks good. Sometimes being cheap is the way to go. Also, I'm a psycho. I actually like drawing hands. I really like this hand. It's like the perfect hand. It's got all the angles just right. This is gonna feel so fucking random. But like, in Tankman 2, Jeff Drew, like, towards the end, he puts up his hands. He's like, if you can get a field goal, we're gonna look at it real fast. He puts his hands up, and he drew the hands like so angled. It like looks so good. I don't know why I always think about this frame. Yeah, this. I like love the way that like the knuckle shoots out, and the way the tips of the fingers come out, and like the thumb. Like this, I don't know why. I've always thought, like, for some reason, I just always think about how satisfying like these hands look. So then, when I'm able to draw a really good hand, like this one, that kind of has that, like, the right curves and like the right angles, I feel satisfied. I feel delicious. Look at this. We're gonna flex. When Pico opens his mouth, it drags the butt of the cigarette down, but leaves the top up, and then the top falls afterwards and has a slight bit of delayed animation. Yeah. Yeah, I was cooking. I was cooking that day. I also do like the detail that Pico slightly winces when the cigarette gets shot. He doesn't flinch. His body doesn't move. He doesn't flinch. He's not a pussy. But he's a human being. He can't help it. His eyes just slightly close when the fucking cigarette gets lit. And then I recycled using the up body pose from his singing. Lol. I also do like the way the cigarette bounces out. Listen, this is an anime. I had fun making this one. I was in a good mood the whole time I was animating this. I don't even think you can really see the way the cigarette bounces in the game. Not that it fucking matters, but I just like it, okay? And yeah, the aiming. He's getting his shot steady. I really like the face too for when he's getting ready to shoot. You know the Pico Perfect one? I was just talking all this shit about it that's wrong and that I hate. In this one, there's a lot of stuff that I genuinely like. So some days, any of the artists will know what I'm talking about. You just have those days where the drawings that you're doing are going well, and you just like all the shit that you're drawing. Like, I just really think all these faces came out decent, and expressions. So yes, he takes the shot. This isn't the final FLA, so it doesn't have like the gun effect over it. The animation's the same. And look, even my recycling was on point this day. I recycled the gun spin from week 7. He's so proud of himself. I think it came out good. And Pico's head explodes. Oh, poor Pico. It's hard to see it in the game, but like his eyeball and like 2 teeth and like some brain matter like fly out of his head. Poor guy. Did he survive that? Yeah, totally. And then I made this puddle separate so the puddle can grow in code. I don't know if it does that right now, but the idea was that the puddle beneath him, if you watch the dead Pico sing, would just get larger as it filled up. Look at the cigarette blast out of his mouth. Doink, and lands right in his head. Oh, I like how this one came out. I'm happy with this one. Let's read some donos real fast. Random man tipped 14 bucks and said, "Draw emo nene for the so the people in the chat can stop giving fucking bonkers." We'll get to it. We will. Dingle Duck posted $1 and said, "Hello, Spagnum Tax. Pico Mix OST? I've lost it completely. Send help." Dude, that's so unfortunate that the fucking Pico Mix got left out. Because it got like charted super late. One hero took $5 and said, "Do you ever feel like plucking Pico's hair out piece by piece and eating it like Dorito chips?" No. No, I don't. Cavern Keeper tipped $2.01 and left a comment that said nothing. They just gave away money for free. Hero Brent tipped $10 and said, "IDK if you remember me, but thanks for the interview from my 12th grade class back in 2021. Battling college right now, doing film majors, and still following along with this wacky game. You guys are doing awesome. Keep it up. We're rooting for you." Thanks, bro. I think I do remember that. You like messaged on Newgrounds and I wrote some stuff for you for like your class for high school or whatever, right? I remember you. I remember you. Mayday Gal took $5 and said, "Hi Dave, I really enjoyed the new update, but I do have one question. Why didn't Darnell tag along in the Pico mixes? Was he busy with something else? That's all." Darnell in the Pico mixes? Yeah, he's at home, man. He's just chilling out. He's just fucking off. He's just in his apartment watching like fucking like shitty Netflix movies and just fucking like stimming, just like lighting napkins on fire on the couch. Wankman, love the username by the way. Tipped $5 and said, "General merch question. I don't know if you can answer, but are there plans for more vinyl records?" I'll have to see about that. I really do want to do more of those. Because somebody was also asking about like cassettes, and I feel like it would be good to do like an updated like just like batch for like some of the new stuff that we have out. But also like the releases are kind of getting crazy. Like, it's like a lot of music coming out, so it's like I'm not exactly sure how we'd fit all that stuff on or how we'd want to do it. If we'd want to do one for like in my mind we'd kind of do like a volume 2 that kind of has more than just what was in volume 2 on it. And do one, maybe one specifically for Pico. We'd have to see, but I'm down. See Randomness tipped $1 and said, "Hi Dave, I hope you're doing good today. Small question for you since you mentioned Splatoon earlier. Do you have a favorite weapon in the game? If so, then what is it?" Oh man, Splatoon 3 updated. I used to just use like the default blaster that the game starts you out with that has like the bubble shield from Halo 3 because it was OP. You could just troll people into trying to go in and just fuck them up. But an update to Splatoon 3 that came like pretty late into the game added some dualies that have a special where you jump up and slam down. And like that's even more like aggressive and kills way more people. I have no fucking idea what they're called. I don't know if that's the Dapple dualies or if I have that completely wrong, but like that weapon is sick as fuck. Oh, the Emperi dualies, there you go. Yeah, triple splashdown, that's it. You can fuck people up with that special. Like, you can play so offensive and, like, literally push them back on the field. Because it's almost like a Roman cancel. It's like, you fight people, and then if you're like, shit, I fucked up, then you just hit the special and kill them. Lee Foxing tipped $3 and said, "Hey Dave, I sent a similar DM asking about this, but I was just wondering how you decide what to adapt from an original design when bringing a character to FNF, and if you draw background characters differently to how you draw them like a playable character. Yeah, definitely. Like, when adapting a character, I mean, I guess I'm just drawing what I feel like the most appealing version of that is to myself. Because it's like, if I were to draw Pico exactly how he was beforehand, not only would it not fit in the style, but like, I got my own tastes. I got my own tastes. There's just ways that I like to draw, so it's kind of like a matter of like, I mean, it helps that like how I like to draw is just the style of FNF, so like, thankfully me doing that just is making things consistent. Yeah, like Pico not having the freckles. Like, I felt like the freckles, at least in my style, they make them, like, way too cute. And some of you guys are always shitting on me, being like, oh, they made Pico a fucking pussy. It's like, man, if this guy's smoking cigarettes and blowing his own head off doesn't make him edgy enough for you, what can I do? It's like trying to strike the balance between, like, lighthearted and cool. And, like, I think freckles would, like, push the line too much to cute. When already, I think I do kind of draw him a little bit cute. So it's like, it's tough. Like the gap tooth and the freckles are like, they just make him like adorable. People would call him a pussy and beat his ass and give him wedgies. It's kind of, listen, some of you guys' reviews are weird. I've seen people say that Pico is too much of a pussy, but then I've seen some people say he's too edgy. Personally, naturally, I mean, I'm the guy like writing it. I think the balance is fine. I think it's perfect, but some people say it's too much one way or the other. And to those guys, sorry, bro. He looks like a pussy and acts edgy. That sounds perfect to me. But I guess like when adapting a design, I try and like, I do two things. I think about what parts of the design are like the most iconic and like boil it down to its essence. And then what parts I feel like I want to like translate into like my own style. And like what parts to, I guess, like exclude or modify. That sounds kind of vague, but I think if you look at Pico, he kind of just like, he's the ultimate version of that. And yeah, the background characters do get drawn different from foreground characters. Like, background characters can't be too detailed, or like they'll compete with the foreground characters for space. And because of that, how about we take a peek at week 5 erect? We can explain it perfectly with that. I mean, yeah, actually, that one person just brought up in the chat, like, that it's kind of like Darnell. Like, Darnell originally in the background was, like, super simple details. Also, I don't really, like, agonize over, like, redesigning a character that's just in the background. I think about it for, like, a few minutes instead of, like, a few hours or a few days. So, like, also, like, a background character doesn't get, like, as much time. I mean, also for character designs, there's a high chance that I'm tossing the designs back and forth with Evil Skater. And it's like a background character that I'm doing just like on the fly real fast. I mean, I'm not going to spend a bunch of time trading designs of Evil Skater. I'm just going to put it in. But yeah, let's take a peek at this. Look at these lovely guys. Don't you feel like this one came together decently? Let's read a few more. The donuts are stacking up. Let me read a few more real fast before we get on to reviewing this. Speeds tipped $3 and said, well, I guess you just announced that it's me. I'm the dangerous next character for FNF. Thanks for giving me this opportunity, man. You trembled in your shoes when you spoke to me, so I guess it must be fit for this part. Speed, shut up. Shut up, Speed. Kazooie Wooey tipped $1 and said, please add Sonic EXE, Tails EXE, Knuckles EXE, Amy EXE, Eggman EXE as playable characters. Please, 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 please. Well, you tipped $1, so I guess I have to. Hi Jwai tipped, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, bro. Tip $3 and said, hypothetically, how would a Nene and monster interaction go? A Nene and monster interaction, if I had to imagine it, would be he licks his teeth and extends one of his arms to start like wrapping around her, and she would grab it and tug it against her so he can't pull it back, and just do little tiny cuts along his arm and just giggle a little bit, and he would try to yank his arm back, and she would hold on to it for as long as she can. It's probably how that would go. Keems and Friends tip $7 again and said, bro, wouldn't it be funny if you made a character that had like a gazillion billion filters, so the game just like makes everyone's PC explode, and we make the PC instrumentality project? Scratches belly and burps. That would be pretty funny. It's a lot of extra work though. You could just make the downloadable version of FNF a zip bomb. Alright, let's get on with the damn fucking review. This is week 5 Erect. I like how a lot of the week Erect stages came out. So, this one, it's a contender for favorite. It really is. It really is. Also, all the characters, I don't know if it's super obvious. They're all like hue shifted slightly. The chat is covering the values, but move the chat real fast. It's tough to see, but like over here, this little like thing that says property, that shows how they're like being hue shifted, which, speak of the devil who just donated to Keems and Friends and their Flix Animate, helped us get in. Also, I think Fabs wrote like a thing to get the hue values from Flash, so team effort. But it doesn't look like, they don't look that different. It's like pretty minor, but let me show you. If you removed the hue shift from the characters, they look like super fucked up. Like, these are their original colors, but like on the new color palette, they kind of need to have the new colors. I mean, it's a lot of the Erect stage is just kind of figuring out like what new like palettes look good. See, I like seeing their colors adjusted. And let's break it down. We got Ina back here. She's so enthusiastic. What's got her in such a good mood? Ina got more animation than Zone did in the original level. Have I gotten better, or am I just more masochistic now? I've drawn Ina a bunch of times in like doodles, but I really wanted to do like the best job I possibly could for Mr. Joel G, who I've seen on Newgrounds as a peer for many years as we've made stuff. We've been on Newgrounds around the same time together, and I've spoken to him a bunch, and he's very nice, and he gave us permission to have Ina in the game. So I wanted to do her the best justice I could, and I'm happy with how this looks. Same as, and then we have Speedo here, who Speedo's been on Newgrounds way before me, but I've also been making stuff during his run on Newgrounds. And of course, Punch Punch is fucking awesome. If anybody, if any single person in here has not seen Punch Punch, like, cause Ina's been around for a minute. I feel like most of you have seen Ina, but like, and they have the game coming out. You will see Ina if you haven't already. But if you haven't seen Punch Punch, I feel like everybody loves Punch Punch. But sometimes I wonder if it doesn't get the fucking, like, YouTube like doesn't boost it as much as it should. We gotta watch the Punch Punch opening. Damn. 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 Has a more perfect thing ever existed? Ever? Thank you, Speedo. Thank you for making Peak. I drew art a doodle when the new Digital Circus came out, because episode 2 was awesome. And then the day Punch Punch 2 came out, I was drawing this for the game. So I've kind of fulfilled my own personal desire to like draw them. But then a bunch of people were like, Dave, where's your Punch Punch doodle? Don't you care? And I shed a single tear. Because of course I fucking care. But I poured all my love that I would have done for a fucking Twitter doodle into doing a damn thing for the game. So to everybody who that day wondered why I betrayed the Newgrounds love, it's because I was drawing them. Just not where you could see it. Like I said, I love these hands so much. Yeah, I feel like these, if you were talking about these hands, these came out also pretty good. I'm pretty happy with these from the day I drew them. Let me see if I can find... These are like super close to the sketch. Where do I, let's see, Punch. Oh man, damn, where do I have week 5? I'm trying to see if I have the... Let's see if I can find the sketch of these guys real fast. I'm so glad I did not have Flash on. I found a little secret that was not supposed to be in here. Oh, this, okay. So I'm so glad when I found some good stuff to look at that makes me happy. Oh, okay. Damn, I'm always finding stuff I shouldn't be showing. Hold it, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry the stream's black. I'm trying to find the fucking frame where I damn drew these fuckers. Okay. Wait, let me see. What frames can I not show? Okay. I got it. I got it now. Listen, this is why I don't show Flash. I gotta keep some stuff secret. Okay. This sketch. Actually, wait a minute. This isn't the sketch. No, wait. In the... Oh, please don't show anything that shouldn't be shown. Yes, here we go. I originally had her standing up. Like my initial sketch was this, but I was like, oh, that's too boring. I was like, that's too basic. I was like, that's not what they would do. It's like, it looks good, especially like right around here, like this part. I can't put my tongue on what you'd call that, but that part looks good. But I was like, man, it needs to be more like in character. So then I was like, oh well, she would be leaning on her smoking. It's like that makes more. That's because she's a little rude. You know, like a rude sister, even though she's very awesome. But then I was like really struggling to draw it at first, so I have a sketch. Once again, I used to not sketch much. Okay, wait, hold up. I gotta find what frame that's on. Lol. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Yeah, I was super struggling to figure it out, and I didn't have like a lot of time that day. So this is my initial thing where it's like, fuck it, I'll just rough it out real fast. I was like, that's good enough. And then from there, I was able to clean it up pretty nice. Also, drawing her body was hard too, so we have the sketch here for that. Me kind of like figuring out how to like get her down. Same with the mom. The mom was really just be a cute little mom, hands clasped. But then I kind of wanted to get Cool Frog in there. I spent like a whole day almost like just drawing these guys to get them in here. But it came out very nice. I'm very happy with it. Oh, dang it. You know, always something's got to get shown on stream that shouldn't be shown, you know? This is kind of like the way life goes, I guess. Oh, it's all good. Oh, it's like closing Flash to be so careful. Isn't that funny how that happens? Hey, listen, when you make an update, sometimes not everything gets into the update, brother. Hey, sometimes you gotta cut stuff to get the update out, because sometimes you say the update will be out in August, but then it don't come out in August, and then you gotta get the update on September 12th, but then September 12th at like 10 p.m. and shit, you know? Let's keep the review going. We got these guys bobbing. They're enjoying it. I held myself back. I would have loved to do this cigarette lit here, but I don't actually right now I don't even think you can see that she has the cigarette in hand. Yeah, they came out very nice. When the FLA comes out, I don't know what good this will do anybody, but you'll notice that Cool Frog is his own asset. And Cool Frog hat, look, he has delayed animation. Damn, look at that. The mom bobs down, then Cool Frog bobs down. Advanced technology and science. I have like 2 characters pumping their fists in excitement this time around. Both Ina and Gogo are just so fucking excited to be there. And we have a mysterious stranger back here. Interesting. And up top, oh, we've got many goodies who are also hue shifted, which is why they become deep blue when we click in like this. I'm not even sure I can name all these characters. There's just so many of them. How did they all get in here? I had a lot of fun drawing these ones this time. Oh, this stage came out good, wouldn't you say? That's kind of, I'd say that wraps it up. That wraps it up. I mean, a lot of the work for this stage was like figuring out the new colors. It was hard. I made like a lot of different color alts to this one, and for a while I couldn't figure it out. But then, this is a note for all artists. Just if something looks like shit to you and you feel like it doesn't look good, just keep pushing, keep editing it, keep changing it. Walk away. Like, I had to walk away from this, close the file, go to sleep, wake up, look at it. Sometimes if you stare at something too long, you lose your perspective on it. I would close it, be like, fuck it. Click back in the next day, and I'd be like, damn it, it looks wrong. And I would just keep editing the colors. And I'm happy with it. It's one of my faves. Alright. Try to do a little bit less leaks. Let's see. Next up, you know what? Let's take a peek at another thing that was worked on stream. You guys remember this one? Fen N3C. Hey, Dave, I'm here. I know you've been waiting. I have. Hi. Alright. Also, we're going to read some more donos. Alright, let's see. Rye Lover tipped $1 and said, hey Dave, I've never tipped before, but I will now. Just ask, is the new big bad upcoming character you're talking about the guy from the vending machine? Because who the fuck is in there? Third is old and we still have no idea who's strangling boyfriend. Nope, not them. Not them. You tried asking, but it's not them. Omi tipped $5 and said, instead of make myself bankrupt by buying 2 plushes with an insane international shipping price, sorry about that. I just simply donate for you, Dave. Also, I think I already know the answer. but I do not want to be a joke killer. Oh, they're talking about the answer from like the question for a while back, talking about Pico and Nene. Keep that answer locked inside your head. Stick tipped it on and said, "Okay, Billy, hi guys." Kai, Yuno, Icon, and Underboy. Mysterious figures, the lot of them. Dave Meister tipped $3, said, "Hello, Mr. Arcade. Can we get any more Mommy Mirror's fun facts? She always feels left out. New update was great, by the way." Mommy Mirror's fun fact, we will see a little bit of her. A tiny bit. When the story continues. Just we'll see a tiny bit of her. She'll show back up. The parents will show back up a decent amount as the story goes on. And next up, we'll get to see a little bit more of Mom. Just a pinch. Oh, by the way, that guy's Stick, the guy who donated $1, out of those have to be like his friends from Discord or something. Like, okay, Billy, hi guys, Kai, you know, Icon, and Underboy. We're gonna go real fast. Okay, let's see. Okay, Billy in their group, he's the Discord one in their group of like 17-year-olds that's secretly 40. Hi Guys is 15, but their hairline is already halfway back on their head. Kai hasn't showered in 3 weeks. There's nothing wrong with Yuno, they're perfect. Icon has like started and scrapped 8 different Sonic EXE mods and is at risk of fucking crashing out hard. And Underboy, yeah, they're also perfect. There's nothing wrong with them. There you go. That's my review. That's my review of all those Discord guys. And me saying that will tear their friend group apart. That's gonna start like a legendary amount of infighting that's gonna result in like 12 different Twitter threads that get like 1 million views and cancel each other. Alright. Jimbo tipped $1 and said, "I have $1 more. Also, if you're doing doodle request, can I shoot something your way?" I'm sorry, brother. I love you, Jimbo, but we ain't doing doodles. We're reviewing shit. Avery Inc. tipped $1.32, said, "Hey Dave, love your game. Sorry I couldn't donate much." Bro, you should never be sorry, bro. I'm saving money and all that, but I got a question. What's your opinion on Tyler, the Creator? He's awesome. He's funny. I like people who are super blunt and a little bit mean, and that definitely is him. He gets pretty fucking vicious in some of his songs. Flower Boy is awesome. I haven't listened to Igor ever because I don't want to become clinically depressed, but Flower Boy is amazing. Missy Bola tipped $20 and said, "Use this money to send Jeffy B some chicken nuggets." Missy Bola, I will do exactly that. Just for you. Shout to $5 and said, "Hey Phantom, just want to say I love the update. Big fan of Coco Wrecked. Was curious if you're excited for Dan. Dan was in theaters recently, the first 3 episodes. Did anybody go see that? Does anybody even know what Dan is? And if you do, have you seen it in theaters? It debuted like over the weekend. I was like busy doing a ton of shit after the update, and I missed all the big showings for the anime. And then the very, 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 very last theater showing it was all the way out in the sticks. So I went like an hour out to this tiny town in PA called Emmaus. And Emmaus has a sweet little indie theater that was showing it. And I sat in this weird ancient ass theater with a bunch of other goons and watched Dan. And it was awesome. I only read like the first like 10 chapters, and that's exactly what the first 3 episodes covered. So it was charming. Dan is by Science Saru, who did the Scott Pilgrim anime recently. So the guys who did the Scott Pilgrim show, they're adapting a comic called Dan, and it's a fucking gif of black guy shrugging. It's alright. Their adaptation is like really awesome though. Gay for PA. I don't know if I like that username. To $5. and said, "Hey Dave, first I'd like to say thank you for responding to my question for when the stream is happening. 2 questions. 1, what's the vision for the rest of the roadmap? 2, can you give an approx picture on what the song pack update's going to look like?" Well, a second ago I just leaked a tiny little thing. The song pack update, I guess you could say it's like the other half of Pico Playable. We kind of got like a decent amount up front for him. And the song pack that's coming up, maybe half is going a bit overboard. It'll have a couple, just because the pit stops are meant to be small. The last one only had 2 songs. This next one, it'll just have a couple songs. I can't say how many, but it's just a couple songs and a few additional pieces of art. It won't give you every single Pico thing. Those will still come out over time, but we'll get to have a few more Pico things in the update. And then what's the vision for the rest of the roadmap? You know what? We'll talk more about that once we get to the next pit stop. How about that? I think I like that plan. AJ the Rocker tipped $9,000. Oh my god, 9,000. They did not tip $9,000. Their username is AJ the Rocker 9000. But hey, that would be pretty sweet if that happened. They tipped $3, still appreciated, and said, "Hey Dave, cool little update. Except for many a bug I found, lol. Are there gonna be erect mixes for every playable character? Maybe even unique endings for playable characters?" Yeah, not $9,000. Not $9,000. That would be insane. I don't think I would ever even accept a $9,000 donation. I think I would just refund that immediately, because that would definitely be like blood money. It's AJ the Rocker 9000. I slipped up, okay? I will say right now, and there's going to be some of you at home who comically sigh very loud like an animal, but there will not be erect mixes for playable characters. Maybe that's obvious, but that would just be ridiculous. I won't even lie, there was a time where I was scratching my chin thinking about it, but like reality struck where it's like, holy fuck, that would just be insane. I think the game actually could at a certain point be oversaturated with content, and I think that would be the point where it's just like overkill. The erect remixes and playable character things are already like enough, and the more playable characters that get in, the more remixes we're already dealing with. So like, I think the game will end up having a decent amount of cool songs, and we should try our best. Listen, I want to get back to the story, guys. I like writing story. And I have so much story for you that I want you to see. We got to get back to cooking that shit up for you. Dragon tipped $2 and said, "Do you have an ETA on when the alternative language stuff is coming? Also, why did the team decide against having erect and nightmare difficulty being selectable in story mode?" Erect and nightmare not being selectable in story mode might like how long is this fucking 30-minute version of the song? Fuck that. That's definitely like intended to come at some point. If anything, that's just not in for like time constraints. But we'll work on it. We'll put it in the future. Riley Man tipped $1 and said, "Hey Dave, why are Pico's great and excellent results screen the same? I'm mostly wondering because BF has unique animations for each rank too." I was waiting for somebody to notice that. Deviously in my brain, I sat back and bided my time and waited for somebody to fucking point that out. As for that one, we're having a tiny issue with the excellent animation. So then it ended up being one of the things that we pulled to cut down on bugs before the update came out. But we're doing bug fixes, so it's one of the things that we'll patch up in time. Baldrick tipped $20 and said, This guy, generous ass dude, bro. Save some, buy yourself a pizza, bro. Will there be plushes for more characters? Dot 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 dot. I need more for my dot 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 dot. Fleshlight. Oh wait, no, he said collection. Sorry. Do you guys want more plushes? Do people actually? Is that something people actually want? I mean, who would? I mean, like we did the main one, so I mean, who else would we do plushes of? I guess Pico makes sense, right? I kind of like that. That like boyfriend and girlfriend launch together. I mean, like who would launch with Pico? Maybe Tank Man. I mean, you kind of need to launch like a girl plush with the thing. I'm not gonna elaborate on why. I think we all know why. That's a lot, man. Chat's lighting up. Alright, hey, listen. We can do more. I'm not against it. It kind of takes a little bit of time to get the designs fleshed out and looking good, but I'm down to do it. Ender Spritz tipped $1 and said, "Can you make Santa a playable character?" Mods, fucking kill this guy. Fucking send the $1 back and just fucking kill this guy. That's the stupidest fucking thing I heard all day. Can we make Santa a playable character? You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. You knew the answer would be no. You wasted $1. You piece of shit. If I don't got no mods in here, but if I did, I'd have them ban your ass for just saying that to me. What? Oh, do you think you're just gonna fucking say anything? What, you think I just read any fucking comment? I'm nice to everybody? You know, a few people gotta get the fucking pent-up anger I have. And you're my target right now. Ender Spritz. Sodden tip $2.21 said, "Don't know if this is already confirmed, but Dave, please tell us that Monster is going to get erect mixes." Yes, they will. I'm waiting for a special time to show them off. But they already exist. And they're good. And they're cool. I guess like sometimes certain things in like the game will get a little bit more love than others. Like, you know, week 3 Pico gets him singing with the doppelganger. There will always be portions of the game that get maybe a little bit more love and spitshine than others. Just due to like just having a good idea or like interest or because it needs to be cool. And it's like the Monster songs. I plan just like a tiny something special for them. It's not as fucking huge, but it's just something tiny and special. So I'm going to put those out at a certain time. And I think you'll like them. Nautical tipped $1 and said, "How does Pico's hair work in 3D from the back?" Yeah, don't even ask me that, man. I think the closest thing I have to an answer for that would be the back of the vinyl. Pico is... You get the camera from the back view of Pico and he's looking at Dad. But I won't say that's my final answer on that. That's pending and subject to change. We will read a couple more donos and then get back to reviewing assets. My Carm tipped $3 said, "Hey Dave, this is my first stream, but oddly enough, it's not the first time I've been mentioned here." I don't even know what that means. How does that work? Did a friend shout you out, or did I just go on like a psycho binge and like find your account on Newgrounds and roast you or something? I don't even know. He used Shrew tipped $1 and said, "I'm watching your stream while at work, Brat. Send thoughts and prayers." Thoughts and prayers. Hope your shit ends soon, dude. If you got like 8 hours left, your life sucks. Dave Meister's back again with another $1 dono. He said, "With the new stages, are there a new style that you're going for in the erect stages?" I mean, I guess I kind of made it a rule to never like do blends or like tint the characters beforehand, but now I broke that rule. It's the new style to kind of like move the colors around more than I normally would, and I'm happy with it. And Maker 156 tipped $1 and said, "Hello, Mr. Arcade. 2 questions. 1, Do other playable characters have their own story, like Pico, for example? And 2, are the erect mixes canon? Then the OG, are they a rematch? There's certain stuff in FNF that I think follows like video game logic, and that would be Pico playable and erect mixes. Think of them kind of like what if scenarios. Think of them kind of like the Dragon Ball Z movies, where it's like the Dragon Ball Z movies for the Z and Dragon Ball could never have possibly happened. They all have like slight little details that make them kind of impossible, but Cooler's still a good character, right? It's like the possibility that Boyfriend could have rematched certain characters is fun and plausible. But like week 4 erect takes place during like dusk, like it's getting dark out, but it's still, the sun's a little bit out. There's a bit of story that you'll see in the future that kind of explains why that's not technically possible. But could he have met up with her another day and sung with her like that? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Let's do some more review, though. We read a lot of donations. So this background. Who here remembers seeing this get made? This was originally going to be for the options menu, but I changed my mind later. Lol. Lol. Dave, you watch Gunsmith Cats? Yes, I have. It's awesome. Damn, a lot of you guys were here for that. Give it up in the chat for repeat viewers. Yes, I did change my mind. It was for the options menu, okay? I changed my mind. I changed my mind. Hold up one effing second. My freaking mom's knocking on the door. She might have heard me cussing on stream, guys. It might be bad. Guys, if I cuss one more time, there's gonna be trouble, guys. I got my Wii U taken away for 1 whole month. It's over. It's over. That's right. Feel bad for me. I'm a victim. And your empathy fuels me. Because you all feel bad for me now, you have to say that it's true and understand that this was for the options menu, and I just decided later to not do that. And I didn't lie and deceive anybody, and my mom spanked me, and so you have to believe that because you're all sad for me. The guy wrote, okay. Okay, I'll do it. I will believe this. Let's take a peek at the one from the stream. I was struggling like a bitch to get the fucking colors right for this. The final one I think came out so good, and the early one, the drawings were good, but fuck was I struggling. I was struggling like fucking crazy. And worst of all, we had to cut this fucking guy out. He was supposed to sit right here with the audience and chill. And now he's gone. We focus tested this amongst 12-year-olds. We grabbed a large focus test ranging from 5-year-olds to 12-year-olds. We had a couple like 30 and 40-year-olds thrown in there for good like fucking measure, but generally we got comments from all of them afterwards, kind of asking what their thoughts were on like this kind of controversial character, and a lot of them described him as I have the paper. Hold up. So the kids comments for this character were that he was well, queer is one of them. One focus tester responded, this character is queer. Another said that he looks kind of gay. I don't know why he'd say that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being gay. Let's see. Another focus tester said that this character looked corny. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that he looks gay or queer or corny. I actually really liked drawing this character, but I guess the focus testers just think he's my hard work is gay. So yeah, I hope you guys don't think I just took him out for no reason. It's just that couldn't put him in. Make him a playable character just to spite the focus testers. But yes, we drew all the pieces. We got our nice little sketch here, and then we drew out all of the pieces. Cut the top hat guy. We cut the fat, and then we put this shit in the game. But the colors are so nasty here. It's like I was cooking. I was onto something. But it took a lot of trial and error to kind of get the colors just right. Because there's like a lot going on here that Fabs had to recreate in the level. I got these guys. They got their hue shift. We have like this big ass orange like fade over here. That like literally the stage looks shitty without it. Like some small details like that make the difference. The stage also looks dry without having this weird dark shade to the side that adds like a ton of crap. There's also a weird like purple layer here. Like this, like I went layer fucking crazy with this. There's like an extra orange light on top of this thing over here. There's a ton of crap. There's a ton of crap all over this thing. It came out good. It came out good. Also, I don't even have files for week 2 erect. That's like all illustrations done by Breakfast. Alright, let's pull up a fun one.
Beat it.
You can see I have a little pose here at the end that I didn't use. I was trying to figure out how best to draw like the beat it. I like this one.
Beat it.
Came out good, came out good. This one was so awesome. Listen, Jeff's laugh is so fucking perfect. Like literally, he has the most beautiful laugh a human being can possibly have. So animating that was lovely. Also felt weird to animate like these voice lines feel so out of place. In the songs, they feel very good. I know it feels weird to see them disjointed in like a flash file. Dave Serpalo's on stream too, and he sends you kisses and says that you're awesome. He sends me kisses? Damn. Well, I send him one of these. I sent him one of I sent him one of those. Basically, that's the equivalent of like an I love you more kind of thing. And he's also awesome. That one I'll just match him bar for bar. Band for band. He's awesome. Ew! Ew! It's not gross. We're grown men, okay? I love reusing Tankman assets to animate things easily. This one was good. This one was good. What else we got? What else we got? What else in this fucking update? Oh, we should do more of the character select stuff. I love the character select stuff. Where do I effing have that? Let's see. Oh yeah, also Boyfriend has new animations in his free play, so we should look at those too. Oh, and man, how did I not think about it? Pico free play. That's a huge one. Okay. Boyfriend character select. I think I also sketched this out on stream. I think. I like the pose. I like this drawing. Actually, maybe I didn't sketch that on stream. I can't remember. But I do like this pose a lot. Character select, originally in like the original drafts, it just used like Block did, or Evil Skater did a concept for it that had like completely new art. But then for time constraints, we were just gonna do the original poses. But then it was like, damn, you know what? It's like original poses. That would be pretty fucking awesome. So yeah, we did original poses, and they came out, I'd say, pretty decent. I like them. I like them. Damn it, I like them. It's got his piece fine from when you select him. He also has the thing where if you hit escape, he feels a little dejected. It's awkward, dude. It's fucking awkward when you deselect Boyfriend. How you gonna do him like that? And then he has his little Splatoon wipe. Like this little face of him looking down like that. Making these characters slightly more 3D is always challenging but fun. Cute, cute. What a champ. And then over here, Boyfriend gets a couple new animations in his free play, where now he will leave the table to go down to free play. So he'll jump up and be gone. He's kind of big there. I might go back to some of these and shrink him down a bit. But he leaves to go down to free play. And then also, if you haven't redeemed your character yet, when you unlock a new character and they're waiting for you, kind of like from down below, from deep down in the depths, a shining beacon is signaling out to Boyfriend. Also, that flickering doesn't normally happen. Just this has so many fucking light effects on it that the FLA is like goddamn tweaking. Like, this many light effects should not ever be in an FLA. This is just insanity. But I really think that this came out nicely. I especially like the... He's got like his little waving hat brim back there. It's like a gust of wind is like blowing up on him. I like the way it came out. It still felt like it was a little lacking, so I just kept adding more light effects onto it. And then I added the white particles that kind of come up. And I feel like those are nice. Those are nice. I'm a fan of the fucking PS2, and all good PS2 games have 50 billion particle effects. Tapa's here says Shining BF. Correct. Alright. Next up, Pico free play. That one's a fucking doozy. Okay, here we go. Pico fucking rains down from the heavens to slam his fucking gun on the table. Just like Boyfriend, he's got his unique little falling pose, and then bam. Slams down. Spins his gun around on the table. And then the gun for this, you'll see this if you go through the FLAs, but like, I like 3D modeled out the gun from various poses to spin around. I downloaded something called like CAD Maker or whatever on like my iPad. Like I downloaded a thing for like 3D doing like pieces for like machinery. I didn't even use like Blender. And then like I just screen capped it on my iPad, which is why it has all the weird like UI crap around it and it's not like a clean export. And then I painfully kind of lined them all up in Flash. Because I was trying to freehand it, but like the details just weren't like consistent enough. So I feel like this, and then what is it? I knew that Nightmare Cops, Jeff did this for the van in Nightmare Cops. So I was like, okay. I was like, that's probably the best way to do this. I think actually, I don't even know if they're in this file, but I did like a few more guns than are even necessary. Maybe they're in a different FLA, but like I traced like a lot of guns. It's funny, I say trace, which technically is true, but it's like I guess I'm the one who modeled them in 3D, so I'm like tracing my own drawing. Dude, just when I think I've drawn this gun enough, like, so many versions of this gun fucking exist. Like, there even had to be a new one for him, like, going to kill himself, where he put it, because I don't think I've ever drawn it perfectly to the side profile. Like, I've had to draw this gun from so many angles. Even in his lost screen, he has the gun tilted down by his side on the fucking thing. I constantly think, okay, I've done it enough, I've done it enough, I've done it enough. I have drawn throughout like the entire FNF game now, there might be like, I mean, there's got to be like over 20 different unique variants of the gun, if not like 30. Let's go through his little FLA here. We'll make him nice and big for the stream. JK1Alien said, this is my first time donating something. When does the message pop up? I don't have messages pop up, bro. I read them. But on that note, we're going to read some damn donos. They're stacking up. Suffix tipped $1 and said, Dave, will you please make my lifelong dream come true? Please add Trey76 Real to the next update as a playable character of the game. Alright, I'll do it. AJ the Rocker 9000 tipped $1.38 and said, is Pico clubbing Seal Nene? How the fuck you spell Nene, Cannon? Yes. Yes. I want to make it that way. Dearest parents traps Nene and Pico in the Antarctic, gives Pico a club, uses transformation fucking spell to make Nene a seal. It's happening. Pinkara tipped $1 and said, yo, 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 great job on the update, dude. Pretend this dollar's like a bajillion, because I don't have that much in my account right now. Hope you're doing good. Pinkaru. Every fucking dollar is just a dollar that goes towards buying coffee every day, bro. It's worth a fucking fortune to me. What the fuck? So we got some guy put the Destructoid emoji in the chat. That's a fucking blast from the past. Omega Mart Milk tipped $1 and said, lots of monster questions today. Does Monster have a home? If so, does he live in a spooky cabin deep in a forest? Monster is definitely just roaming the streets. He's just roaming the streets and just hiding out in girlfriend's basement whenever he can. Shay Reyes tipped $1 and said, hey Dave, haha, here's a money. Update was awesome. I really liked Meta Room. I hope they come back for more, haha. Also, haha, you never checked my DM on Newgrounds. You did pass out, didn't you? I'll promise I'll go back and look for it. I got you, Shay. It's also possible I just read it and I was like, that's cool. Yosep said, I love you, Phantom Arcade. I love you too, Yosep. You fucking weirdo. Adem tipped $1 and said, I managed to predict Kota Takahashi, but definitely not Lotus Juice. That's insane. Hideki Naganuma or T-Lopes is next. I'm calling it right now. Bro out here with the predictions. It's a Secret Boy tipped $1 and said, are 5 of the unlockable characters Kickstarter characters? P.S. I love you. The 5 unlockable characters for Kickstarter characters, we definitely have a plan for them that we talked out kind of like pretty early on. I kind of want to save it as a surprise for people how those work, because that will also be pretty fun for the game. But no, the locks on the character select screen, none of those are Kickstarter characters. Kickstarter characters will get cute little special treatment, but like I don't think we could do like 50 billion remixes for every like Kickstarter character. We were paying people like as we do remixes, you know, when we got all those made, because the Pico remixes have just been sitting around for like a long time now. Was it we were paying? What was it? You were paying like 1,200 for just an instrumental. So like the $5,000 tier for the character thing, that wouldn't even cover like just a couple songs. So yeah, like, you know, $5,000 for a character, we're definitely gonna do those guys justice, and we have a fun plan. But like a playable character in the game is like expensive. Like it costs like a lot, and it takes a fuck ton of work. So like those locks are definitely they're very specific characters for the game, not Kickstarter characters. The Kickstarter characters are a separate deal. Yeah, we treat our musicians good, all right. Exquisic tipped $10 and said, howdy, Mr. Dave. This question's been eating me alive. Are some of the slots for the Kickstarter backers meant the 5K is a whole separate thing? You just got your question answered earlier. You can't answer that. How can I be good with colors like you? Man, colors is just trial and error. Like, just for colors, like, color pick stuff and just fill it in. And a lot of people have said this before, but it ain't wrong to be inspired by colors you like and draw similar. And, like, edit them around a bit. Literally, with colors, you fill stuff in that you think looks good, and then you eye it up, and if it looks like shit, you change the colors up. And generally, like, you just shift the colors gradually a little bit until you feel like they look good. I hope that doesn't sound too abstract. Hopefully that makes sense. Steve Goblin tipped $3.68. Yo, Dave, something I've noticed is Captain's dickish quality has been cranked up to 100. Why is that? I never really thought of him as much of an asshole in his original series. He was more of a dumbass that likes pop culture a lot. Why the switch up? That one would be on Jeff. I guess, generally we asked Jeff. We kind of let him have, like, control over what the lines are. I didn't really write a list of what Tankman's quotes would be. We pretty much just told Jeff the premise that Tankman would be in the game. And we let him be in. So I guess, like, in honor of making him snarky, Jeff just wrote him the way he did. I definitely will say that I like that the Tankmen kind of often have casual conversations. And Yeah, if we ever get a chance to put something like that in the game, that'd be fun. Digitluck tipped $10 said, "Hey guys, I think I know the new evil character. Their last name must rhyme with clearest." This guy's stretching his fucking brain molecules then. Mixer tipped $5 and said, "Hi Dave, hope you're doing well. I enjoyed the update so much that it made it my first real stream." Oh, that's cool. Anyway, thanks to all of you for working on the game. I just have one question. How would BF react to BF? Just like Pico would react to Pico. If boyfriend met boyfriend... Oh, man. They'd probably just both try and, like, trick each other into just doing odd jobs to make each other money. Boyfriend would see that he has a clone and just try and get him to go make fucking money for him so he can just goof off. And then both of them, girlfriend would be like, "Oh, yoo-hoo!" And she'd be in the room, and the amount of clothing she'd be wearing is ambiguous, and both boyfriends would just probably just start, like, stabbing and beating each other. Rando tipped $1 and said, "Hey Dave, I have a math question for you. If it is currently September 2024, how many more months would have to pass for it to be March 2025? Like 7? 6? 6? 7. Wait a minute. 6. 5? I'm bad at time. Kadar Assist 12K to the $1 said, "Hey best friend, does daddy use Botox? If so, does he call it Brotox?" I don't think he would call it Brotox, and I think that demons just naturally have kind of more, I guess, what would you say? Their features are a bit more poignant. Demons have some powerful genetics, I guess you could say. Timmy the Turtle tipped $1 and said, "Hey Dave, I wanted to know if you're planning on expanding practice mode in the future. Also, are any of these improvement or..." Oh man, wait, what the... What's that? I think stuff that like majorly expands like practice mode probably would be something that comes out like down the line. I want to focus on cartoon content. Speed $7 said, "Are you going to get those 5K kisser back?" Oh yeah, Speed, you mentioned that. You already got your question answered. Ah! Super Mario 2763 tipped $1 and said, "Underboy, Arrow, OK Billy, you know, Icon, Ninja." Oh my goodness, this guy's like naming shit like crazy. Ninzen. I'm gonna butcher some of these names, so get ready in your little VC to hear your names get fucked up. Akeralt, Jiro, Tanya, Wraith, Stick, Hazy, Cheese, Call Me James, Stroke Boy, ew. Gateway, Ray Nova, V, Airy, Delta, Laser Shadow, Rumper. Yeah, that guy needs a fucking beating for the damn name Rumper. Charles, Its Fellow, Dervin. Oh, Dervin is a loveless fucking person, I can feel it. Rez, and finally, Cobson. Would always be a gem. Cobson would always be a gem. This is just some Discord shit. These guys are just in a VC right now, kicking and squeeing their little fucking grippy socks. Their little fucking psych word grippy socks on VC. Cobson makes me think Dobson, and that makes me think of big characters inflating like balloons. That kid 143 tipped $20. Generous ass that kid. What is an estimate percent of stuff you guys have done for the base game since 2021 also high? The estimate I gave a while ago was 60%, and I mean, it's still probably pretty much like around that. Because like I mentioned, we're taking stuff that we have done and wiping it clean, making it polished, making it shine nice and bright, and putting it into the game. Mike Harm tipped $1 and said, if you're wondering what I was talking about with being mentioned on stream, a Noshton told you to make fun of me on stream and then told me at school the next day. He said that you wouldn't remember it, but I thought it was the funniest shit. When you say school, that feels bizarre to me. If somebody could be like, go to school and be like, you won't believe it, you got called a piece of shit moron on a Phantom Arcade stream. I feel like I'd just be like, oh, wow, he really thinks that of me? He really just thinks I'm a fucking stupid piece of shit? I would just go to my next math class and just fail everything. I'd just cry at my desk. I guess you got strong skin. I guess you're a survivor, that you can just take that news in stride. Tyler Burke tipped $20 and said, hey Dave, great job with art animation for the new update. I wanted to ask if the Pico mixes had a story or not. If so, is it supposed to be a prequel thing? Also, wanted to ask if the playable characters are going to be free play exclusive or not. The free play characters... Actually, I just Freudian slip, but that is the truth. Yeah, free play characters. It's... The playable characters will be on free play exclusively. You have to go to free play to get to them, because the story of the game is about boyfriend. And occasionally, there's some twists and turns there, like The Weeknd. But yeah, the story being about boyfriend, I want to keep the story focus on him. I feel like if the playable characters are in story mode, that would make it feel like the story is kind of about all sorts of people. Whereas it's like boyfriend, he's the main character. Him and girlfriend. So playable characters will not be in story mode. Yeah, we're getting through like a fucking ton of donuts. Sorry, I got a dude saying hurry up with a fucking frowny face. Dude, I'm just trying to read the donuts, bro. We'll do a few more of those. JK1 Illion, who was wondering about his donut a while ago, tipped $5 and said, in a future update, could you add a rare chance that Nene dodges Pico's kick in the results screen and starts breakdancing? That would be a fuck ton of animation for an Easter egg like that, but that'd be fucking funny. That's the kind of shit that I like. There being like a fucking 1,000 chance that like a character can just do that. That's amusing to me. I like that shit. I'm not saying I'll do it. That'd be a fuck ton of work, man. But I like that kind of shit. I like it. And Cool Dude T123 tipped $1 and said, hello, Phantom Arcade. Will Girlfriend be playable at any point? Bro, you guys just want to know everything about this game before it even comes out. Bamboolin tipped $1 and said, hi, Dave. Update was so sick. I have a question. Do Tankman and Pico hate each other, or what's their dynamic like? Pico and Tankman dynamic. Well, he definitely doesn't like that Pico killed about 1 billion soldiers. But what if we'll know more about their dynamic later and I should just shut up? Mario Luigi tipped $10 and said, hey! So I remember that you said BF loves McDonald's yogurt. Is there anything else he loves? I want another funny story! If not, what are you most excited for in the song pack pit stop? How about in the interest of getting through more donations so we can review the assets and wrap the stream up in a bit, we just answer the second part of that, which is what I'm the most excited about for the song pack. In the song pack, I'm most excited for... If I said I'm most excited for and it ends up having bugs and gets not in the song pack, I'll look like an asshole. But I'm dedicating myself to saying that it'll definitely be there. But you know, I'd be lying if I was. I'm the most excited for Stress. I mean, like, Stress is like, it's the coolest one. So yes, I'm the most excited to see Week 7 Stress. Because it's just so... There's so much stuff that has to be done for it that one's fun. Like, that's why the playable characters are cool, is because, like, it's just weird. It's weird how it gets moved around. So I like that one. Kai $50 and said, "Hi Dave, just want to say hi. I'm really bad at the game, but the new update's so cool. You're so talented and dedicated, it's insane." Hey, I said I'd make this damn game and put all this shit in it. I'm here doing it. I appreciate that you're enjoying it. Anybody who's not very good at the game and still plays through all the content, I love you guys out there. Those guys who are setting it to easy or normal and just enjoying it leisurely, enjoying the pretty pictures, you're valid. You really are. We put all the work to fucking make that shit in there, so however you enjoy the game. I love the maniacs who are playing on hard and getting golden peas on Erect and Nightmare. But to the few of you out there, actually I don't even know if it's few. Maybe there's a lot of people that play normal and easy. I have no idea. I think my vision of that is like obscured because I just see people spam like golden peas at me online. But like probably there are a lot of people who play like normal and easy, and I'm happy for all you guys. I'm happy for anybody who plays the game and sees all the content. Honestly, before making games, I was super not into people watching games on YouTube, and I'd still really rather people play the game. But like honestly, even people who watch all the stuff on YouTube just to enjoy the pretty pictures, I have way more appreciation for that now these days too. The awesome 24 $15 said, "Hi Davey, if I did a cool little dance for you, would you let me be in the game?" No. No. You can still do a cool little dance. Little monkey boy. Chaos Arts hit the $10 and said, "Dave, is Pico killing the other Pico a reference to Pico versus Uber Kids game where they Russian roulette? I got blasted first try when firing the game and laughed so hard. I wanted to hear your thought process on the new backgrounds for week 4. Yeah, there is the classic Russian roulette for the Pico school characters, so it's just fitting. It's just damn fitting. I was just thinking like if Pico met Pico, what would happen? And that's just like what would happen. And then thought process for week 4. I was outside and I looked up at the moon. Sometimes, is it like, you guys have probably seen that the moon is visible during the day. Like it doesn't have to be nighttime to see the moon. So one day when I looked up and I saw it, I was just like, man, that looks fucking cool. I was like, that should be week 4. Cause week 4, like it's already like sunset. It's the afternoon, so right after the afternoon would be like that thing where you can see the moon. I honestly remember when I used to like push carts for Acme, the grocery store. Man, at first they really hated my ass. They wouldn't even let me stock shelves. They had my ass just sweating outside in a little vest, just pushing carts and shit. And like, damn, it sucks so bad. I just push carts, and if anything, you get a lot of steps in. My 3DS always had play coins, but occasionally I would like look up, and like, even though working there sucked and pushing carts sucks, looking up and seeing the moon and like that fucking meme that like the days somehow managed to look the most beautiful in a grocery store parking lot. It's like weirdly true. I would look up and the clouds would look like amazing and the moon would be out right above the clouds and I'd be like, wow, life kind of sucks and pushing cards sucks, but that kind of is just fucking beautiful. So I've always really liked the moon being out like that. He sure tipped the $1 and said, "You and Cam need to kiss immediately." Wrong. Okay. We're almost caught up on donos. But, we gotta get back to it. We just read like 50 billion fucking donations. At some point, it might be devious. I might implement the message thing to where messages pop up for donations. And I might read donations above a certain point. Just so that way we can get... For streams that are busy like this, can get through them a bit faster. But I like trying to read all of them out. Back to the fucking review. Pico spins his damn gun around. And then he grips it. Bam. Aims it right at the viewer. Uh-oh, guys. No. No, it can't be. Mom, just a sec. Oh, guys, no, that was no thing. Dope. That funny story, actually. That was just Jeff. Yeah, and he was really horny, so I sort of sucked me off, came in his mouth, and he's good now. So we can get back to the review. So Pico aims his gun straight at the viewer. Next up, let's find out that it repeats in here twice. It's like set to loop. I really like the drawing of the gun being like right down the barrel. Like I've said, there's like probably a billion different versions of this gun in this fucking game. And that's just another fucking one of them. And I drew an extra gun for it overshooting. So for one frame, there's a unique drawing of the gun aiming to the side. Like I've literally drawn this gun like millions of times. It's never gonna fucking end. Here we have the gun purely from underneath, aimed straight up. As Pico fucking celebrates his victory. Blasts at the sky. Pico's naughty. He's like those stupid 4th of July fuckers. People on 4th of July aim their guns straight up and shoot them, and then the bullets fall down and like literally kill people. That's a real thing that happens. And I feel like Pico's that kind of fucking asshole where he would just do that. This one ended up not making it in. I thought it was in. This one's awesome. Yeah, this is just the Pico AFK animation. Boyfriend has a secret visitor sneak up behind him in his. But in Pico's, he kind of loses control of the gun spinning. And he slams it back down and it goes into the normal loop. He kicks it up like a skateboard. I like that one. When you're cranking out updates and living life on the edge, sometimes you miss a few things. We're definitely coming up with ways to have all that kind of implementation stuff be much cleaner. I have learned way more about code and game programming than I ever thought I would in my life. So this is just one of those casualties of war, getting the update out in a decent amount of time. We'll go over the animation for this one. You see his hand wiggles around a bit. Get a unique face of him here. And he slumps down. It's like a unique body for just a few frames and slumps back down to this. Another unique gun of the gun at like, it's not directly facing the viewer, but it's at like a slight angle. A little bloody nose, a little unique face here. The gun going back into his hand looks so weird if you play it slow. But it's one of those things where in motion, it looks fine. Like, it looks really good in motion, I think. This is one of those animations that I do really like. I guess it's part of animating. Sometimes you just gotta know what kind of stuff to where even if it's like kind of wrong, that in motion, it's so right. Next up, we got Pico's loss. How do you animate Pico twerking? I could do it, but I never will. It'd be too evil. Pico bummed the fuck out. He's standing there and his mouth goes agape like it's just a slack-jawed fucking fool. He just wants to fucking kill himself. Pulls his gun out from under the table. Bang. I don't do it that much, but I love doing the little words popping up like a comic book. That's fun. I feel like Pico's gun, it's always fun to do that. Dude wants to kill himself, but then see the wince. Anybody who ever It's when you go to kill yourself that you realize you fucked up. So he's like, I'll take it, my own life. And then he's like, no, wait. And then he kind of realizes that he's still alive. It didn't actually go through. And then he's like, ha, nice. I'm not dead. And then this one I really like. I can't even actually tell you why I went this hard on this one. You could barely even see this in the fucking screen. But when you go to character select as Pico, I'm gonna turn this off so you can see as much as possible. He does his little backflip like off the table. Why is this guy gotta be so extra like that? So flamboyant. There's a lot of unique frames. I tried to reuse as many symbols as possible here. But once again, I had to draw the guns from like 50,000 fucking angles. Like, most of the guns in this animation are like almost unique. Granted, they're pretty low detail this time around, but still. Like, these guns had to be different, like, because they just couldn't work. So, like, this is 2 new guns for this drawing. This is pretty low detail, but, like, those are new. That's new. I did manage to reuse guns here, finally. I think this one is new. This one is new. And these 2 are new. It's like, fuck it, I'm never gonna get away. FNF kind of has this unwritten rule that their anatomy changes kind of based on what they're doing. Kind of just like whatever looks good. Pico really gets pretty long here. He becomes a big boy for a second to fucking push off the table and flip out. Yeah, the rule in the character select sheet is that they're cat-like. That with a cat, if you hold it, it looks really fucking long. And FNF characters kind of work the same way, where their anatomy can get a bit more, they can stretch out kind of far. More just for visual style than anything else. There's nothing on the souls, and I'm going to say this. It's not that I forgot. It's that at times, if you put too many details on things, it will like make the animation look less fluid. Because like when something's moving really fast, you need the frames to be really easy to identify what they are. So cutting down on the amount of lines you have in a drawing, it's called readability. Your eyes being able to read and process what the images are. So it's like, to make these images readable going as fast as they do, I kept the shoes detailless. You'll see that a few times throughout the game. Like that's Mr. Smidge112 says, well, I think Pico sucks. Damn. This update was not your fucking day. We'll go over the animation for this one too real fast. We're gonna geek out. We're gonna geek out. Alright, so you hit the button and immediately Pico's foot comes up. In games, you need shit to be like instantaneous. So I didn't want to do him like lifting his foot up. It's like you gotta just have this shit be quick. So the foot appears. Then it like, bam, slams down. We get like a little impact and he's pushing. Like a pregnant woman in the hospital pushing, and then bam, he goes up, starting to take lift off. A little extra frame in there, starting to flip, and then bam, he's airborne. He's up there. I think I got some decent symbol reusage out of this head, because this head's here, there. Actually, is that? Wait a minute. What one is that? Yes, that's right. Because the ear is a symbol, right? So that's how I was able to reuse that head underneath here. I just shrunk it down and tilted it. I reused where I could. I'm trying to keep this shit fucking working. But yeah, it's like he goes like very fast on the flips, but then it starts to slow down once he gets to the top. And then he starts to slowly fall and he gets super stretched out. And his arms have a bit of like delay on them where his hands slowly rise up. Pico should have his shoe paw pads. Talked about it at the beginning of the stream already. We're not going over that again. So yeah, Pico's awesome as a playable character. Alright. Next up. There's like a lot of fucking crap in this update, but we'll go over just a couple more things. Next up, we're gonna check out Girlfriend and Nene's character select files. And then I think we'll do what is it? We'll do Pico and Nene's Christmas outfits, and then I think we'll be good. Let's see, Christmas. There we go. We're getting to the end, guys. It's her, guys. It's her. But first, some quick donos. I am awestruck. Took $5. Said, "Hey Phantom, love everything that's been released. Was wondering if the blog or Kickstarter pages will ever get used for updates going forward. Once again, love ya." Yeah, the Kickstarter definitely will get used. I guess that got an update recently, kind of about like figures. It's definitely overdue for one now that Pico Playable's out. And then the blog is kind of going through like a small refactoring right now that's been taking a bit, but that will also be coming back. Splizzy tipped $3, said, "Hey, how's the weather? Anyway, I wanted to really ask if there were any rules placed on the Kickstarter playable characters. Was there one that you couldn't actually implement for some weird reason?" For the Kickstarter characters, I'm not gonna give away the secrets. We got our plans for those guys. I think you guys will like how they're in. They're in a way that's fun for everyone, or will be. Steve Goblin tipped $2.21 and said, "Are you allowed to say which Pico games have happened in this timeline? Obviously, Pico School happened, but of more obscure ones like Pico versus the Bear and Pico 2 and whatnot, or can you not say?" There's bits and pieces pulled from like all Pico history in the game that like inspires all sorts of bits. I guess like I mentioned earlier, like Tom even showed me unreleased bits of like Pico 2 that like I've shown the team, and when they make like songs or I make certain bits of art, we use that stuff. So it kind of just pulls from everything in a way. Virus Zeke tipped $5 and said, "Nothing much to say except thank you for making Pico playable. Your Pico art gives me joy." Well, aren't you a little sweetheart? I can't even make a joke about how we should cut your head off or anything. You're just sweet and you draw good art. You already know. You already know. People should check out Virus Zeke on Twitter. Their art is good. They're a maniac. They're kind of obsessed with Pico. Period Piece to $10, generous, and said, "Hey Dave, will Darnell be a playable character? Also, you feel like your style has grown over the years? Love your art and love Newgrounds. Peace and love, man." The playable characters, it's got to be a secret. It's got to be a secret. If I just say the playable characters, it's just ruin it. Ruin it. So like that Smidge just said, "Well, I think GF sucks me." It's not real. That's not canon. You don't get to make that. You don't get to decide that. I definitely feel like my art's grown over the years. I think like honestly all this like character select art and like a bunch of the stuff in this update is like better looking and like better animated than a ton of my past stuff. I've got to start chilling out on honestly the effort I put into some of this stuff. I gotta fucking get some of this stuff done. I'll work on like animations for like whole fucking days and shit. I used to like pump out multiple animations in like a single night. Granted, some of the updates have been elaborate, but still, I definitely think it's gotten better. Alex Axlepic, or is it Axel Epic? That's probably it. Hit $5 and said, "No time for funny sketch. I need more nerd animation. That's by looking at the FNF. I learned how to animate it on Adobe Animate." Damn, nice. And now I'm doing walk cycle and other cool animate shit by myself. Thank you, Dave, for inspiring me to make me sleep deprived. Yeah, animation will do that to you, bro. Animation will do that to you. That's how you know you're into some good shit. When you're staying up late, fucking cranking away, moving the frames around. Number 1507 tipped $1 and said, "Hey Dave, can you draw Niles and Red from Alex Henderson's The Rhino and the Red Bill animated short?" I'm sorry, number 1507. We're not doing doodles this stream. We're just reviewing animation. Digit Luck tipped $1 and said, "Will there be a special reward for the few people psychotic enough to golden P rank every song on every difficulty?" Yes, I would like to put in something for them. I feel like there shouldn't be that much. Well, I want to make sure that it's not something super. It'll be something to acknowledge that they did it, but probably not something that'll make other people feel like they're missing out. Because like if we did something like lock a special character behind that or something, like I don't even think I can like golden P rank every song. So we don't want to lock something super desirable behind a requirement that would take that long or that much skill. Because that's like that. Those guys are insane for doing that. But we definitely want to put something in to like acknowledge those guys. To give them a little something something for their hard work. Just kind of like how right now, if you've golden P ranked every song in the game, I won't even say every song. If you've P ranked every song from the Pico update and you tag it on the Twitter, I'll probably choose like one person to send us like a boyfriend figure to. So that's something special they can get right now. That's probably not a lot of people. But basically, we'll do stuff like that. Well, I mean, that's specific to right this second in real life. But in the game in the future, there will be something that feels as good as that to unlock. So if you gold P'd the songs in the Pico update, tag the Funkin' account on Twitter. I'll pick somebody. I'll pick somebody to give a figure to. Shoutouts to Fabs, actually, who had a good idea for what to do for people who gold rank the P stuff. Tony the Cat NG to $10 said, "Hey Dave, so my friend requests a drawing of their Sona. I can send them their ref sheet when I at you their Twitter." I'm sorry, Tony the Cat, we're not doing doodles this stream, brother. Bamboolin tipped $1 and said, "Hi again, Dave. I'm just curious. Does Pico actually give a fuck about Nene? Or is she only the one who's enamored with him? Because I know the playable characters need their GF, but Pico doesn't seem very interested. He kicked her out of the way and also refuses to shoot a BF." I'd say that, like, for playable characters, the person that they're with is their, quote, like, partner. But not, like for boyfriend and girlfriend, it's like they are, like, partners, like kissing, loving partners. But like for other characters, it's like Nene and Pico aren't like, I mean, they're not partners like that. They're partners in the sense that like they're teamed up. To describe their relationship best, it's like Nene definitely has a thing for Pico. And it's like Pico is not very good at returning the favor. that's just in line with the classic writing for them. That's kind of how they've always been. River Oaken tipped $1 and said, "Hi, Dave. It's Riverin. Will we get any new early weeks to pad things out? Would love to see more chill songs again." It would be nice to add some in. But at the time, no confirmation on that. Perico to $5 and said, "Yo, Dave, we're gonna get any new content for Madness Day? Love to Pico back, but about to wait." For Madness Day, I mean, not this Madness Day, but that certainly would be fun in the future, would. Keems and friends tipped $1 and said, "I'm gonna do to honk, me, 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 honk, me, me, me. Farewell to every freak in this chat, and shoutouts to my friend the Nugget Bogdan 4D. Good night, Keems." Random Man 14 tipped $1 and said, "Yo, Daniel. 2 questions. What features or additions are you hoping to be added to the Switch 2? And what is your computer wallpaper looking like?" My computer wallpaper right now is... Toriyama did a Christmas drawing of all the characters in Dragon Ball dressed as Santa with like toy sacks on their back. So that's been my wallpaper for fucking forever. I set it for that like one Christmas one year, then never changed it because I fucking love looking at it. And stuff I would want to be in the Switch too. Bring back the activity log from the 3DS. I still play my 3DS and check the activity log. It like ranks your most played games and like a bunch of other shit. And like how long you've played every game ever. The Switch right now only counts like the last like 10 games you've played. And like it doesn't even start counting the hours until like 10 days pass. I don't know. It's just like super inaccurate. The activity log from the 3DS is like perfect. And like it's a... I don't have no faith in this, but like if they ever brought back like Street Pass, life would be perfect. Life would be good. Yeah, and themes. Yeah, like man, what the fuck? Why no themes? Also, I really want the Virtual Console to come back, but I think they're pretty set in their ways of doing their like online thing. So I think Virtual Console's totally dead. So yeah, give me 3DS too. Bring back the activity log, bring back Street Pass, bring back themes. Themes like fucking have to be in. How do you not fucking have themes? And yeah, Virtual Console. But Virtual Console, that might require like a blood sacrifice to get that. Sebi180 tipped $2 said, "Hey Dave, that update's so fucking cool. Just wondering, will the characters' model sheets be posted at some point?" At some point. Lol. 2 fucking donos left. Then we're gonna review these assets and then we're calling it for the stream. Elite Phoenix tipped $10 said, "Hey Sir Dave, the demo for my FNF mod Serenade Trip just came out. I'll definitely say it's more lighthearted, but do you have any mid-song interaction tips or ideas you think would be cool for any sort of mod?" Okay, mid-song interaction that would be lighthearted. The characters just completely stop singing and walk towards each other and shake hands and say, "Hey man, I know this is getting kind of intense, but we're like still pals, and I just want to remind you that we're chill and this is fun. I'm doing this because it's fun." Another guy would be like, "Yeah man, I agree. Huh, that's chill." And then they would like both turn around and like walk back to their spot and start and dupe their idols again and start singing some more. And then the song would pause a few seconds after that, and one of them would be like, "Hey, by the way, I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend later." And then the song would go to like the It's Crazy like Silly Billy thing where like the background breaks and like the lyrics kick in. But in kind of like a lighthearted kind of way. Evan tipped $1 and said, "Is the playable character announcement on Newgrounds?" Wait, what? Oh, Evan tipped $1 and asked a question that I can't answer. Lol. He's trying to guess in advance what the playable characters will be, and he's trying to use a piece of classic FNF history to do it. Spocking Mad Pants tipped $1 and said, there's this Jewish guy named Spocking Mad Pants. Hey, that's you. And he wants to tell you to look for his creation named Jewotics. Is that like the fucking, like a Sonic character or something? Is that like an EXE? That's an interesting donation. I want FNF Hoff 2 a week. Alright, mods, we gotta get this guy. We gotta get this guy. Okay, we did it, guys. We made it through all the donations. Nobody, no fucking child left behind. We're going through the final shit. And then it's stream done. We'll find somebody to raid. Look at GF so lovingly bobbing back and forth. And look how happy she gets when you choose her. So bouncy. GF, how'd you get like that? Why are you pushing your arms like that, GF? Damn. GF just loves to bob back and forth, whether she's doing it during a song or just chilling on the character select. She's just a girl who feels the rhythm. What can you say? Oh, but if you don't choose her, she takes it in stride, I guess. But damn, you guys would never pick fucking boyfriend and girlfriend and then do this to her, right? Like, that just makes you feel bad, doesn't it? For the character select, we kept it pretty simple with this. So next up, Nene character select. And the visualizer, like... Oh, that's funny. So I have these ones to show how it should be placed, and then these ones here. So the programmers can put the visualizers behind and do the code for it. So we'll look at the ones that have them in place. So yeah, Nene, as we kind of mentioned, she's fawning over Pico. So madly captivated. She wants to leave that character select screen plucking orange hairs out of her mouth, basically. Who can blame her? So she just absolutely loves Pico. And then when you actually pick Pico and she knows that she's gonna get to hang out with them and be in a bunch of songs, oh, she's smitten. She loves it. You just made her fucking day. Oh, but then if you say no, she's crushed. What? Like, she's like, what the fuck? How could you do that to her? How could you do that to her? That's all she wanted. She wanted us to sing with him. And you ripped it away from her. Also, it's a small detail, but I'd originally wanted to have the arm inside the I mentioned before that I wanted to have like the arm kind of in the Weekend 1 stuff, but I couldn't find like a decent way to have it be in. So even though it's tiny, I'm glad that it kind of made it into this art. I feel like having the head in would be like too much because I wanted to keep the focus on Nene. But I feel like having the arm in is a nice detail that makes it so it's still the bot. Animating her like nuzzling her like head down and then like the rubbing up and down, that really threw me for a loop, but I feel like it took a bit, but I really like this one. See, sometimes when you push yourself, good shit comes out of it. Also, this feels really 3D. When you shift the pieces around like this with the perspective, it like messes with it, makes it look so good. Alright, next up, Pico Christmas. Let's change this to have a slightly brighter background. There we go. Bro's got damn angry fake on his sweater. They got the lights on his gun. What's he doing wearing these? I like this one. This one came out good. You know, this wouldn't have been so hard to do if it wasn't for the fact that editing the sweater to have all of these like lines, like the detailed sweater with like all the shading, and then adding the lights to all the different guns. That fucking, oh man, that took way too long. And then it's like he only has Christmas stuff on the poses that really need it. But he can die. And then I make the text blue in the files because I want the programmers to line up the text properly in the game, lol. So Christmas Pico can die. I love you, Christmas Pico. I love you. Now we're on Christmas Nene. We made it to the end, guys. Chow DX tipped $5 and said, Dave, MVC collection online matches when? Oh, bro. I bought Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on Xbox 360 back when it got released with online back then. And like, I went online in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and my very first match ever, after playing arcade mode a bunch, a Sentinel player just fucking came up to me and infinited me. I didn't even get to push a single fucking button after the second he touched me. I just was held in air and beaten within an inch of my life. And like every match I played of MVC2 online was exactly like that. I don't know if like the new collection has like more players who are nicer, but that game, I don't know. It might be too late for that game. That game's got its psychos who are addicted to it. How does her tongue not get dry? Probably if she put her tongue in her mouth after keeping it out the whole fucking song. It'd be like rock hard. She have to wet it back up with her saliva and suck on it. Because she does have that thing hanging out. She's a drooly little guy. I love Christmas Nene. I love, oh, let me say it now. I love Christmas Nene. There are people who say I don't love Christmas Nene. I love Christmas Nene. How can a girl so malicious, so full of fucking hate and evil and spite and malice wear such cute fucking little antlers on her head? How? How's it happen? Who gave her those? Where'd she get that? Why'd she put those on? And the cute little shawl with the puffs in her belt? What the fuck? And her big old Christmas booties. And no, you sick fucks, I don't mean like that. Her big ass fucking Mega Man looking shoes. She dripped out for Christmas. What's her deal? Oh, and she's still holding the knife. She's still willing to kill on Christmas? You bitch, that's not in the holiday spirit. But hey, she's trying. Nene, don't laugh like that. We can see under the little Christmas dress, Nene. It's been forever since I drew this. I like that you can see the antlers tilt down too. Good job, Phantom Arcade. Thanks, Phantom Arcade. Damn. You can't make a face like that on Christmas. That's not what you're supposed to do on that day. Oh, still being evil and throwing the knife on Christmas. Can't this guy get a fucking break? Oh. Marquise247 tipped $3 and said, "Not much, but I wanted to say that I like the way you draw your characters. You make them look cool, but also cute at the same time. And I like that about your art style, man. I hope you have a good day, Dave." Thank you, Marquise. You a bro. I pray to God that one day... This is one of those things where I want this so badly as like a toy on my desk. I want this as every type of merch you can possibly make. Like, I feel like this design, it makes me smile. Having it as a figure, having it as a plush, having it as an acrylic stand. I really do like this design. I'm happy with this one. Sometimes you just draw when you're in a good mood and it just comes out so right, and I really like this Nene design. Mr. DJ took $3 and said, "What up? Congrats on the update drop. Do you fuck with Ace Attorney? I think it might be up your alley if you tried it out." It's been a long time, but I played all through Ace Attorney 1 and it was like amazing. I like years ago I bought Ace Attorney 2 and I still have it like in the wrapping. Like, I don't think I took it out of the plastic. I should play that though. Why is Nene's forehead so big? It's just the style. Gotta be true to her roots. Sometimes, I found this out from Splatoon, but sometimes a girl can still be cute with a big ass forehead, don't you think? Do I want some popcorn? Yeah. Listen, sometimes if you have like a character, you can't have them look perfect. Like, your characters should have some like slightly off traits. And I think that big forehead baddie, I don't know, what else can you say? You guys have seen Pearl from Splatoon, haven't you? Okay. Well, there's still more from the update, honestly, but we can review that shit another day, guys. The stream's gone on for a while. I said there's not gonna be any doodles, but we're gonna do one doodle. One doodle. After we read some donos real fast, Random Man tipped $1 and said, "Yo Darius, got my last dollar here to ask if you could sing the Silly Billy lyrics with your beautiful angelic voice." Bro, you think I'm just gonna be singing Silly Billy for $1 dono? Bro, you got problems. I'll make... Saturn Fall tipped $3 and said, "What did the V1 version of Nene's character select look like?" I might have it somewhere. The original animation for it is like, it looks like almost the same, but it just like looks more goofy. I had to mess with it so much. Okay. We're gonna draw a little something here. This has been a drawing that's been in high demand. Now you might be thinking, Dave, how many people have asked for Emo Nene? Well, actually, just one fucking guy. Just one fucking guy who won't shut the fuck up. Who's now roped other people into asking for it. But you know what? Sometimes the squeaky door gets the oil, or however the fucking thing goes. This might take a little bit of trial and error, but we'll get it. We're gonna get this. Boyfriend is so easy to draw in my mind. I was able to make an emo design for him just off the top of my head. But like the other characters, I feel like take a pinch of like effort to draw, because they're not as ingrained into my soul as like Boyfriend. I draw them all pretty fucking often, but we're gonna have to put a little bit of work into this one. Okay. I'm cooking, hold up. Add normal Sonic to the game. Sir Palo's raiding with a party of 500 people. What the fuck? Hey, yo, what the hell? Yo, so what the fuck, Sir Palo? Oh my god, what the fuck? Hey, everybody. Hi. We were just reviewing FNF assets on the stream, everybody. From the update that came out. Hi, Sir Palo. What the fuck? Oh my goodness. There's too many people watching now. Get a little stage fright. That's a lot of people. Some of them are probably Spanish and Mexican too. Cause that's I have to appeal to my new demographic. Hey guys. How do you say it? Hola, that's it. Oh, like, see, I still got it. I still remember some of that stuff. Hola, hey. Hey, see, I got, hey. Uno, dos, cuatro, seis, siete. Hi guys, hi. We were reviewing assets that I animated for a video game that we made. You showed up as the damn thing's almost done, you fuckers. I hope the Palo stream was good. I'm sorry for committing the sin of streaming when a brother is streaming. I would have never stepped on his toes like that if I knew. I would have never done him wrong. Chat. Hello, new viewers. We're trying to design Nene, but emo. And it's hard. I'm struggling. Do you see, chat? Do you see how difficult this is? Do you see how much I'm fucking struggling here? I'm trying to like be creative and shit. I got all these people watching me, so it's like stressful. And I can't even see Sir Palo's comments because 50,000 people are drowning him out. What was Sir Palo streaming? What was he doing? Was he just being funny? That guy's charming as fuck. He'll just go on stream and start talking about shit. That's what I gotta do. I gotta be brave like him and put webcam on. Was he doing webcam on? It's Senor, not Sir. I'll put some respect on the name. Mr. Senor Palo. He's doing webcam. Was he looking good? Is he looking fine? Does anybody here want to kiss him or something? Where's face cam? Alright, you know what? In honor of Sir Palo, next stream I will do face cam. I like, that guy is charming as fuck whenever he's on stream with that. So I missed the stream because I'm a piece of shit and I was streaming when he was streaming. Is his hair still like huge? Do we still got huge Sir Palo hair? Always big? Okay, good. If that ever changed, I just don't really know what I'd do with myself. Doing emo Nene, fuck, it's fucking difficult, guys. It's hard. What app do I use? I'm drawing in a Flash, Adobe Flash CS4. So what was the Paylo stream? Is he just talking, like chatting? Is he really drawing anything? Was he just being charismatic and wooing everybody? Give us emo Sir Paylo. Okay. That one's like so easy. Okay, Paylo's got really big hair. And he's got ears. And normally, he's pretty happy. But emo Sir Paylo would be frowning. And crying. Easy. Isaac. The Sir Paylo. Do you like my Middle Eastern soundtrack, chat? Give me Ape Escape now. Give me Klonoa now, actually. Yes. We got the Isaacs in the chat. Alright, we gotta finish Emo Nene. We gotta finish Emo Nene. Okay. She's got her Thrasher shirt on. Okay. Emo Nene. Emo Nene. Have to be wearing the weird ass fingerless gloves that have the goddamn stripes on them. Probably make the stripes thicker than that. There we go. It's messy, but it's damn coming together. Not bad, not bad. You know, I feel like Emo Nene would probably use a razor blade instead of having a knife, but we've drawn enough for today. We've done it. Alright, so we got, what is it? We got some final donos here. Feel bad, everybody just rated the stream, but it's ending now. You guys said fishnet. Actually, real fast, we will check and see if fishnet looks better. Do we review one more asset, guys? Do we go back and review one more to give the chat just a few extra, just a little bit longer? Yes. You're saying yes. Look at all these new people who joined. Okay, you know what? The fishnets. That, okay, to the guy who commented that, you cooked. You cooked. We did Goofy Smile on this one. Was Goofy Smile the way to go? Or do we want Tucked In Smile? Okay, here's the thing. Okay, hold up. Tucked In Smile might be better for this. Do bottom lip only. Trying to see. The way I drew her mouth, it's like so hard to fit like lip in here. Hold up. This, you're getting it. This is exactly the shit I go through when I design a character. It's like, oh fuck, I didn't leave myself enough space to draw this shit. I just think she needs to have like a little bit of like lipstick or like makeup. Like Emo Nene would have to have just a tiny, tiny pinch of makeup. Would she be teeth closed? Maybe that's it. Maybe mouth. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sometimes when it's right, you just get it. That, I just felt it. I'm like, oh man, we're getting close. Yeah, we're getting close, guys. I'm feeling it. I made her eyes extra thick, but maybe having like shaded eyeliner is the better plan. Maybe it's getting too revisionist history though. Let's try eyeliner right under. Let's see. Kind of just looks tired more than like emo. Maybe if we make it really light, it could work. Make it drip. I get where you're coming from, but I don't know. Maybe this mouth could just be... You know what? It's not perfect. Oh wait, somebody said blush. Yes, we will try that. Okay, I think if we go a little bit lighter, that could work. Yeah, guys, I'm thinking we damn done it. Okay, last up. Oh my god, this song is making me epileptic. The song I have on right now is the crazy flashing lights. Oh, give me this one. Okay. We're gonna finish this. We'll review one more FLA. Then we're done. Okay. This one from being a doodle to getting way too much effort, but here we go. Alright. I think I can call this mission success. Okay, real fast. Okay. Kai dot Brokai to the $1.35 and said, "Hi, Mr. Arcade. I just want to know if you knew when we were getting the patch. And draw Otis, please, bro." Sorry, brother. Emo Nene Zitfo today. Cancer Lord took the $1 and said, "I have a question on behalf of my friend Beta Sheep 28. He asks, would BF shit in his hand and smear it all over the walls? No, probably not. He would not do that. Good question, though. He'd also like to ask if you like Jeffrey's Endless Athos. I don't know what that is. Iden tipped $3 and said, "Hey, Phantom Arcade, I'm just wondering if any future updates will avoid public release dates to prevent possible delays." I think we'll do dates again, but just differently, Mr. Aiden. Anonymous tipped $2 and said, "Now is Emo Nene wearing super short shorts, a nice pair of laced panties, or is she straight shirt vaginate?" We went with the fishnets, so that's just, it's just the shirt and fishnets, that's it. I mean, and the spiked collar. JK1 Alien tipped $1 and said, "Nene takes his death metal concerts very seriously." Correct. Valdrick tipped $20 and said, "Does the 9 characters on the roster include the Kickstarter OCs? Also, I have returned Waffle." It does not. They have a separate plan. I went over that a bit earlier, but the 9 characters on Character Select are specifically Character Select. He used to the $1 and said, "Next stream, Emo Darnell. Only time will effing tell." Alright, last up. Very, very last FLA. It's not going to take long to review. We passed over Pico Good. It was in the teasers forever ago, but we'll take a quick look at it. It was the basis for the great animation. Alright, here we go. Pico drops down. Bam. Uzi drawing facing the fucking player. Cool, I like it. He whips that thing. Bang. Over to the marquee. Lights that fucker up. Do you have any idea fucking what it's like to have to draw each individual fucking piece of wood? So I go and I draw the hole in like each spot and then like tilt the drawing. See, I tried to reuse the piece as much as I could, but you can't distort symbols. So each of these is an asset taking up space on the sprite sheet lol. But I was careful in other ways I reused. Like you'll see this piece a lot in this file. Same with this and this. These pieces right here are from an exploding symbol, and that gets reused a decent amount. Bam, monster shows up, he's popping them up. This FLA has so many fucking vectors in it. His body going like all purple here, it kind of looks like a cool lighting effect, but that's not a lighting effect. That's like literally the FLA like glitching the fuck out and breaking. And he gets his fucking dick blown off the thing, and then he gets his head knocked off and it spins to the ground. I'm a fan. Boyfriend board, you gotta love that face. What a charmer. Girlfriend board, die, girlfriend, die. Right through the brain, damn. There's like nothing left of her damn board. Go easy, bro, damn. Easy Money tipped $1.99 and said, yo, what's good, Dave? Just want to ask if you could fix the Sound Team SoundCloud, because damn, it's fucking up. Volume 1 got deleted to make room for Volume 4 because it doesn't have the paid thing to upload it unlimited. Also add Pico Mix. Wait, is there really an FNF SoundCloud? That might be unofficial. Unless I'm wrong. I don't think I've ever heard Isaac talk about us having a SoundCloud. That's probably just some good Samaritan out there who's uploading those, unless I'm wrong. Yes, animating this. Each time I animated one, I was like, can I really come up with a new way to explode the wood? But, yeah, it worked out nicely. I'll have to ask Isaac about the SoundCloud. I'll tell him that it's busted up. And ask if it's official. I've, like, never talked to him about that. I'm a fan of the lighting that appears on Pico. I like that the lighting changes on the symbols. That feels nice. Also, making the smeared shadow for like his gun is like casting a light in front of him. I'm a fan of that. And this is like really faint. It like barely shows up. But like, if you look closely at his hand, I put like an after image of like the gun like moving and like shaking violently in his hand. Just to make it feel like it's really shaking around. I don't know how well it honestly shows up, but I think it adds like a cool effect to it. Canceller took $1 and said poop or slut blood. I don't even know what to make of that. The stream's getting scary. Yes, I'm quite the fan of how this one came out. Real fast. We're gonna, there's a shot that I used to figure, cause I didn't know how to really do like a gun shooting realistically really fast. I'm gonna try and find the shot that I used as inspiration. I learned a lot from the one shot. There's a billion good shots throughout Cowboy Bebop, but we're gonna look for the one in particular. It's of Faye. Maybe anybody who's seen the show will already know where this is going. There's one where she's kind of in like this, like random ass shop on a side street. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it's this. Like this whole bit right here. Like the timing for the frames going like darker and using like the light. Like this helped me with that like a lot. Also the way that like the gun has 3 tones of shading normally, but it switches to 2-tone shading when it's like firing. I took that from this. Oh, also the way, I don't know if I was brave enough to do it. Let me remember. Yeah, see, I only have the muzzle fire coming out when the gun's lit up. In Bebop, it's like really weird. Sometimes the gun has like this fire coming out of it when the gun isn't, like, it's like weird, like the light that gets cast on them has like a delay to it. The guy who animated this is like a fucking genius. It looks super realistic. Oh man, all the exploding effects. That just had to take fucking forever. It's good, it's good. It's awesome. Cancer Lord to the dollar said, draw evil Jeffy so much better than evil Sonic. Maybe one day in a future stream, bro, because we're about to F and end this and say our goodbyes. So Bloin going to $5 and said, well, the 9 playable characters have remixes for all songs in the game. That seems kind of nutty. If there's not a cutoff at some point, I'm scared for Funk Team. There may be some exceptions here and there, but we're going to do our best to make sure that, like, as many weeks as possible are represented for playable characters. I think the one thing that might be an exception is if there's ever weeks that have just way too much custom art. But, I mean, we'll really see. I mean, the goal is to have it for B for, like, everything. So, that's the plan. We did it, guys. We went through all of the fucking assets. Or most of them. I can't remember if I'm forgetting anything. Guys, it's time to find a random fucker and pay Palo's favor forward. It's Friday night fucking. Dude, there's a guy playing the update. Yes. I have to watch an ad for Joker? No!
Do you think they see
The real you.
Joker, rated R.
Look, this person has like their OC like photoshopped into sitting in like their chair in like real life. And look, their thing says Dorado nos Pico. That's probably Spanish. Like Sir Palo. It's all coming together. This is the one. It's too perfect. What is it Spanish to say like Viva la Mexico? Like, is that like a good comment for like a Spanish stream? I don't know Spanish. No, what's a good Spanish comment? I don't know. I need somebody who knows Spanish in the chat to come up with a good comment. Play Guilty Gear Strive. I was doing it earlier. I like Viva La Mexico. You guys are hating on my cool idea. I don't know Spanish at all. You'll have to forgive me, Palo, if you're sitting around watching. I always forget how to open up the thing that lets me do the chat. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, raid message. Viva La Mexico. Freedom to fucking Mexico. That's what I say. This message sucks. Fuck you. Thank you for joining the stream, everybody. It was lovely having all of you. Viva La Mexico. I pray for Mexico's continued peace and freedom always. If it wasn't for Spanish people, we wouldn't have half the Dragon Ball fandom. So I love all those guys. Also, mole sauce, we wouldn't have that, and I kind of need that to live. Oh, guys. Let me look at Emo Nene some more. The stream thing's counting down. You're all gonna be gone any second now, but we gotta look at Emo Nene just a little bit more. Damn. Damn, that guy who said fishnets cooked. Fuck. Not bad. Not bad. Adios, guys. Viva La Mexico, guys. It's never going down. Mexico for 1,000 years. Mexico for 1,000,000 years. See you guys. Will I post the Strive code room? Maybe.
Sentou aqui direito. É real mesmo? Ele tá aqui? Ele tá aqui? Peraí, deixa eu mostrar, peraí, então.
The Viva La Mexico comment.
Mano. Nashira, vem cá agora. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining the stream. Fui olhar aqui, mano. O que tá acontecendo, velho? Outra coisa do nada.
Am I wrong? This person not Spanish.
Hey guys, so
Is my geography and sense of language that busted up?
P-ranked all Pico songs, and I'm currently
They just golden P-ranked all Pico songs? That's what I said to do for the toy.
golden P-ranking every erect song.
That's crazy.
Mano, o que aconteceu, cara? Eu não sei, mas agora
I was right though. The P Dorado knows Pico thing is Spanish, right? Oh, I've failed you, high school teachers. I've failed you.
eu nunca achei que isso aconteceria na minha vida.
I'm out of here. I'm hungry, bro. I want to play Guilty Gear. Fuck.